Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Monday to you. Steve Sipple is back. Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Lots to get to in the world of sports in the weekend, and also Sips travels to Hawaii and back. I tell you what, the first thing I said, Bill, when I saw him walk in, was that it appeared that Sip is about 2 shades darker than when you left.
Really? Are you serious?
Oh, you got tan in your week in Hawaii.
100.
100. Yep, you definitely got.
I can't tell.
It's a nice bronze. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Must have had that while you're eating corn dogs.
Put your headphones on.
We received some pictures. You ate at a corn dog stand. You saw live chickens out there.
I didn't
in
do
Hawaii,
a good job with pictures. I don't know.
which is standard. You sent me a picture once of a finished plate of food back in the day.
Bill's having problems.
You didn't take the pre-picture. Is your headset working now, Bill, or not?
It was not, though.
Okay.
The one to the
How are
left
you
is
doing?
where I'm always hooked up at. And that was not.
Ooh.
You know what I did?
There we go.
I just handled it. I didn't
Are
worry
these
about
new?
Those are new as of at some point last week. Good
Yes.
details there, Sip.
that.
Yes.
Mahalo.
That's thank you.
It is. Well, thank you for being back.
Yes, we're glad to have
Thank you for
back.
having
From
me
the
back.
808.
Thank you for having me back.
We're glad
Bill's
to
been
have
there
you.
many. You've been there many times, right?
Probably in the 20s.
Jeez.
Probably in the 20s. It was my recruiting area.
Did you go to Waikiki Beach and all that?
Yeah, I went to Duke's. Did you go to Duke's?
I've been
No.
to Duke's.
The only thing I told you when you hid this thing from me was to go to Duke's. That's the one thing I said. I go to Duke's,
Hid this thing from
which is incredible.
I
It's like if you just said, "Hey, I have to go to Geneva for a couple days." Okay, that happens. I'm going to Hawaii. That doesn't happen. That's a 2 months of
It's not.
2 months of planning.
Geneva. I've never been to
But
Geneva.
if you went for 2 days, no one would be shocked.
I've been to Honolulu more than I've been to Geneva.
And I said one thing. I said, well, actually 2 things. I said, bring me back some macadamia.
I never heard
some
that.
chocolate covered macadamia nuts. Bring that back to me. And then B was go to Duke's.
And instead, he brought back
Like a
what?
twin Bing from Nebraska City.
Our
Nebraska City.
souvenir
That's what we
here
got.
I got
is
that
a
Nebraska
twin Bing
In
from
City.
Nebraska.
I saw it and I thought they got to have this. Now wait a second.
Mahalo.
Wait a second. You never told.
I did.
No, when you
Yeah.
said macadamia nuts before the show, you didn't bring me
No,
macadamia nuts. I felt no guilt because I
I
didn't.
said
I
it.
wasn't instructed.
Here's why, because you were so aloof again because I didn't know anything about you. You hid the story from me.
I did not hear.
And then I'd call if I just go, hey, Sip, what's going on? Oh, not much. Just, going to Hawaii. Well, that's interesting because Jake had to tell us in a group text.
I had to hint at
Yeah,
something here.
hey, Sip, are you going to tell Bill what's going on?
Have you
So
told
you were
Bill
so-
where travel?
You'd pulled a stunt of all stunts.
I did not.
Yeah.
It was not a stunt.
That'd be
of
like
any
me, like,
sort.
hey, I'm going to be gone for how long? 6 weeks. 6 weeks. I'm
No
gonna
big
go.
deal, though, right?
No big whoop.
I'll be back.
And then I'm like, well, I'm going to get my treats. I didn't get those either.
At any rate, that's good to be back. It was fun. It was a good trip. Yeah, I mean, I love Honolulu. Do you
Aloha.
remember the word mana?
Mono. It's
Mana.
no.
There's good mana.
Did you mishear the word here?
No, MANA. I heard it. It was to his father who was telling me about mana.
To his
There's
father.
just good mana here. It's a good vibe. There's a good feeling that emanates from the ground in Hawaii. So yeah, there's really good mana there. Really good. I mean, it was beautiful. I can't say I did not miss it here, but
It was Siberia here when you were
Yes,
gone.
it
negative.
was.
well, it was here
Negative.
when I was here.
It was worse when
No,
you were gone.
it was way
It
worse.
was worse.
It got worse.
Yes.
A lot of people said that to me yesterday, and I was like, wait a second. I was here when it was 19 below.
Yeah, it was worse than that probably for several
got
straight
really
days.
The
bad.
whole time. There was no break in it.
Yeah.
There was no break until today.
Yeah, today feels.
Yeah.
Now, this is one of those days I used to tell Jake about when it would get really bad, cold, like minus, and then it would get to 29, and you'd be like, woo.
Yeah.
It's inferno out there.
It was.
Let's go.
I took sugar out this morning. I was like, whoa, this is
Where's
incredible.
that?
I was.
I mean, where's
I
Scott?
can do this.
I was in
can do
shorts.
this.
I was in shorts.
Sure.
4 o'clock this morning, shorts, standing outside.
But yeah, it was good. I don't know. We do have to address the elephant in the room. The throwing thing that you wanted me to do. Now
All right. Yes. What the hell happened here?
You mean the 9 hours of free advertising that Sean got?
We asked for 10 seconds of
but
something
I
a
thought
throw
about
recorded.
It all went through my mind. That video, it went through my mind really fast when I put it all together. That video would exist in perpetuity. It would be shown anytime I criticize a quarterback for throwing a pick. It would be shown over and over.
It's not
seconds.
over. We're going to do it here. Out here.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
just because it didn't happen in Hawaii.
Okay, if we do it, it's fine. But you were trying to have fun at my expense, and the key word is expense. Okay?
That's not true.
No, we had gambling odds on this thing.
Yes, there was gambling.
You just wanted to make fun of me.
No.
Bill took the over.
I took the over.
Bill took the over.
I did. 35 and a hook.
Yeah,
Bill said over.
I can barely lift this coffee cup over my head. I would not take the overs.
I took the overs.
I mean, I got to throw it sidearm. I mean, I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah. I took the overs. The people wanted to see it.
I thought
we gave on 9 hours of free advertising.
My thought was, if you're going to have fun at my expense, there's going to be an expense. Yeah. You're going to pay me quite a bit too. And I mean,
for you to throw the football, we had to pay you to do that
because that video is going to be played over and over.
What if he did well though? What if you threw it?
They'd still play it over and over.
No, if you excel, no one's making fun of it at all.
What's excel though? People be like, he can only throw it 40 yards.
40 yards at 57 years old.
Yeah, but people don't. That's not the way people think.
They should.
So I thought you're going to pay me.
It also could have been a challenge we could have put out through all the breakers. Everybody had to send in their photo.
Yeah, it could have been a long thing
of them throwing.
So I read it all wrong. I thought you were just doing it to make fun of me. I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
Come on. We would never do that.
It was a great thing because they had to story.
That was not convincing.
We would never do that.
We had a great story because Raiola had won the throwing contest.
That's right.
And so we thought this will be a great way to.
I knew it was hooked to that.
That's what it was.
It's a great way to connect here like that. And then also, you and Sean made a lot of money off of this, off of On3 advertising.
Well,
a lot
you
of money.
For that.
Subscriptions, pretty good.
Free advertising.
That's still in the bank.
All we wanted was
still haven't got that yet. Well, we're glad you're back, Sip.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I didn't know I was tan, but
I'm telling you, I'm dead serious. I would not lie.
He's bronze.
You are a different shade, which is good. You're not sunburnt. You're bronze.
Only got last.
So it was a week of tanning that was solid for you in Hawaii.
I was in the sun a lot. You're at practice. Bill's been there. How do you handle? I had a question for you, by the way. This is idle chit chat.
It is idle chit chat.
I had a question for Bill. I'm older, a little younger than you, but you how did you handle the music at practice? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you kind of got used to it a little bit. Didn't think a whole lot of it. Just kind of, but yeah, there's times it's like, I really don't need this. Here? Yeah, there's times. Yeah, I know.
This is old man stuff. We're not going to talk about this.
Yeah, we didn't know what music we had at LSU. None.
Really?
No, there was no music.
Really?
No. We did during stretch and some other times, kind of like that. Other than that, no, that wasn't happening.
I thought of Jake a couple times, like when Keisha came on.
Yeah,
that's what you think of me was Kesha.
Is it
Kesha comes on? You think of me all of a sudden?
It's going down.
Why?
I'm yelling timber. I had that song.
Is that a song I've ever talked about with you ever in my life? The answer is no.
No.
You thought about me for Kesha.
It's because you're that age. You're in that age.
You think I'm a Kesha fan? I don't mind Kesha.
Yeah, I just didn't think much of it one way or the other.
Well, that's some Pitbull.
Not a big Pitbull guy.
I was amazed that sometimes they were playing music with the lyrics that, God, I sound old right now, don't I?
This isn't helping your case, yeah.
The lyrics of the new music, you're just like, whoa. Turn that down for a second.
That was one thing that was
always,
you always had to have that vetted very well as far as lyrics and what was being played. And that was a big thing because you didn't want to have anything being said or any vulgar language on. All of a sudden there's parents watching practice and all of a sudden there's F-bombs or something being dropped. You really don't want that.
Yeah. Very explicit.
Yes.
But now we sound old, so rescue us.
Yes.
Rescue us.
I will do
Say
that.
something young.
402-464-5685. Call.
Yeah, say mahalo.
Mahalo. Call or text as always. We have somebody on the text line. On YouTube, excuse me. Vince has put in 2 emojis. There's no words here regarding I believe this goes back to the football toss. He puts a emoji of a chicken and emoji of the poop sign.
Good God. Why did
That'd
he
be
do that?
Chicken.
Poop.
Yeah.
You had a chance to step
Oh,
up.
by the way, Michael
Yep.
met Michael from Hawaii.
Oh yeah, the mailbag Michael.
Mailbag Michael, and I didn't put it together. Michael, if you're listening, I didn't. When you introduced yourself, I just, there's different shows in my world. I didn't put it together right away. He
from
said,
your
Michael,
other radio from the other radio shows you're doing.
well, just hits.
Yeah.
Michael said, "I'm Michael in the mailbag," and it took me a second, but there's a lot of people around too. So,
Well,
but anyway, I did meet Michael.
Good.
I did meet Michael.
Good.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
well, while Sip was gone, Bill, something happened with Sip that we talked about in this.
Oh yeah, we don't need to talk about.
We
this.
do. No, we
Yes.
do. Oh, we need
No.
to.
Oh, yes.
No.
Just in case you
Yes,
forgot
we
last
do.
week.
Yes, we do.
We have the sports writer of
I
the
think
year
It's just
here
like 3 people
in Nebraska.
I stand and I applaud. I stand and I applaud.
Sports writer of the
Steve
year,
Sipple,
everybody.
Sports Writer of the Year.
All right,
And
that's
there
really
will be a
embarrassing.
trophy.
Oh,
There
yeah.
will be a trophy.
Trophy's
yes.
on its way.
Trophy's coming.
Dead serious.
There will
Trophy's
be
on
a
its way.
trophy.
You guys.
Sports Writer of the Year.
Right there.
I tied.
Tied for sports writer of the year.
It,
You know what?
stop.
We celebrate awards in this.
They
pod.
just. Yeah. It's just. Come on.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it.
I'm gonna get Chattel to call in. Get
No.
both of you guys on the air.
Now we asked the breakers to text you and say congrats.
There
It's
was
good.
quite a
But-
few.
We hope that would hit during about 2 a.m. We thought. That's what
My
we hope,
phone
but-
was buzzing a lot at 2 a.m. because of you guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
It
That
was.
that makes me happy.
It's right by my bed,
Yes.
and I don't turn it off.
you,
so it's
Breakers.
By your bed.
and you know what time
Did you
it
have
was?
did you have the ab stimulator on? No.
There's no stimulators of any sort. There. Listen, it was the phone was by my bed, and it's 4 hours difference.
Yep.
So you guys, I knew when you were coming on there, it'd start buzzing.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's 2:15. What could possibly be happening back in Lincoln,
Yeah.
Nebraska right now? Interesting. Why is my phone buzzing?
Heyman,
Yep.
I'd see Heyman. I'd look. All right, the show started.
It did.
Rick Heyman.
We still had the show without you. We
Show
made it
went
happen.
on. You always what'd you say? Aging gracefully.
the show must
Let's go on.
That's right.
The two-legged stool.
It was
Yes.
wobbly. We made it,
It was
happen. though.
wobbly.
Now we're
We
back
were
to sturdy.
we were a bicycle instead
We're
of a
sturdy.
tricycle.
We're sturdy now.
Now the tricycle's
sure it
back
was-
in place.
I'm sure it was great. That's
I don't know if we had any listeners at all.
We're not sure. Still unclear.
They shut
Yes.
it down.
They just shut it down for a week. Might as well have.
Well, we're back to a 3-legged stool.
We
so
are
that's
back.
good.
Anything else quickly before we move on to final chit chat?
there's a
Bill,
lot.
I went and saw Gigi dance yesterday. Dance competition.
Where was this?
Millard North.
God, you went to Omaha?
Oh yeah, full on dance
You went in
competition.
the big city?
Yeah, and there and you get into it. Like the other when your school comes out, I mean the fans get up, they get fired up into it. Yeah,
In Omaha? You went to the Big
went,
O.
Yeah, went to the Big O. Went to Omaha. It got
The
real.
Big O.
It got real. Yeah.
In
The
Millard.
The Polynesians were out there battling.
How'd they do?
They did really well. Yes, they did really well.
Back at gold?
They did. They won game day, which is a certain type of performance they do. They're all categorized. There's hip hop. There's game day.
Nice.
There's jazz.
God,
A lot of
that's
different stuff. Yes.
That's a lot.
Lot.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it was impressive. It was. So I get
Sounds
into
fun.
it.
Dude,
I get into it. I do. I get into it. I cheer when Gigi's out there.
You don't-
Not overly into if I'm like the other teams. Really, I'm not like I don't follow it real close. What's going on? But I watch them all. I clap. Met a breaker there. His daughter was on the kick team for
Nice.
Lincoln Christian.
Good.
Yeah, and their whole dance is all just kicks. I couldn't
Oh.
imagine how winded you would be.
Like the Rockettes.
Yeah, that'd be
yeah,
that'd be
exactly.
tiring.
It's like the Rockettes.
Yeah.
It was the Lincoln Christian Rockettes.
That's nice.
Yes.
So Gigi did good.
Yes,
And
did really well.
do you help choreograph at all?
I don't choreograph at all. I'm there for full support.
Okay.
I had a I Heart Polynesian
That's
hoodie.
nice.
Now,
Yes.
if you go
You went
back
to-
to when me and Bella were doing the Cotton Eye Joe dance,
Yes.
and there's video
Yes.
of us, and then there's video of Bill, and Bill's kind of like,
Yeah.
that's how I envision you at the at these dance
Oh, I
competitions.
do.
Just like,
How do you
really, Bob?
envision him?
There's a song. There's a song that's
Kind of Bob, that smile on his face, bopping
there
along.
was a song that was played during the Iowa Western had a team there.
Oh,
Iowa Western.
Ringer.
Yes. The Reavers, isn't it?
it is the
yeah,
Reavers.
it is the Reavers.
I said ringer because they're
Okay.
older.
Oh, exactly. I got you. Okay. I didn't know what's a Reaver. You know what that is?
I think that's a dog.
Is it
I don't know.
Anybody want
Golden-
to tell us that? What's a
golden
what, text
Golden
line?
Reaver?
Text line. What is a
Retriever.
reaver? Help us out.
What's a Reaver?
Look it up, Josh.
Yeah.
Reiver, Josh.
Anyway,
they had a team there.
They played their first little time out there. I think it was with Jazz. Oh, they were good. They were good. The song was incredible. So that got me going.
The
Reavers got me going because the song was incredible. So the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
Is ever out there dancing? I'm kind of like, all right, here we go.
That's the
Here we
Bill
go.
Bob.
Yeah.
That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah.
That's several hours of your life.
Yeah, several hours. Yes.
That'd be a little much for me.
No, you made it through. So
very proud of Gigi.
That's Idle.
Good job, Gigi.
That's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Call or text Andrew and the squad at 402-440-6297 to set up your fertilizer for the spring, the year ahead. Andrew's
and what a year it's going to be. I think we got some moisture coming, don't we, Jake?
We got some rain coming this week. Yeah.
What?
You see snow? I'd say there's rain coming this week. It's going to warm up. Warming up.
That's fine.
Mid-30s.
Yeah.
Mid-30s.
Slush out there right now.
Yeah.
It's going to get nasty out there in terms of the slush.
Okay.
Hey, winter's over, guys.
Shoes? What do you do with
Winter
your shoes?
is over.
With shoes?
Yeah.
Well, you wear crappy shoes or boots. Yeah, don't wear your nice shoes right now. It's going to be terrible.
He had an answer
He
ready.
did right away.
I was ready for that
Crappy
question.
shoes or boots?
No,
Yes.
That's the answer. Well, we'll get to, as the show goes on, the NFL over the weekend, obviously Nebraska basketball. But, Sip, you were in Hawaii.
Nebraska basketball.
They won. Yeah, you had to take off
Sip
the air.
let's just say
off the air.
Sip has to take it. He needs to say it.
No, I'm not going to.
You're not going to say it?
He's going to keep that one private.
Maybe it'll slip out like,
like your phone number.
Yeah.
Like your phone number that one time.
Well, let's just keep that one under wraps for now.
Okay. Well, you were at the Polynesian Bowl on Friday. Again, you were there for the whole week.
Yes.
So you were at this game. Dylan Raiola was there. Carter Nelson was there.
There's a lot going on here.
Can you break down the key parts of the weekend and what you thought about the game itself and Nebraska's participants?
Start with practice.
In
What did you
this
think of going to practice?
I loved it. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I'm not like you where I have responsibility, so I can wander around. And you learn a lot when you just, it's a good setting for me. It was a good setting because there's only 3 guys there. I wasn't covering a team. There wasn't a lot I had to worry about. I could soak in a lot. And it was, I liked it. It was cool. Like Zimmer, Mike Zimmer was the head coach of one team who I really like, by the way, Zim, as I call him.
Did you call him Zim?
Zim.
You have his number? You have his phone number?
I don't have his number. I'm not saying that.
If anybody has
you
Mike
already
Zimmer,
gave him a nickname in
if
meeting
anybody
for one
has
day,
Mike Zimmer's phone number, please
have him call in.
I really
have him call in.
I thought he was way different than he is. He's super. I didn't think he was a mean guy. I thought he was a little more gruff and vulgar. He's not. He's a super nice guy. Marvin Lewis was the other coach.
Oh, you should have told me. I'm friends with Marvin Lewis.
Yeah, Marvin was the other coach.
Yeah.
Now Marvin's going with Antonio Pierce to the Raiders.
Did not know that.
Do you have his phone number?
Did not know that.
I don't. I talked to Zim way more than Marvin Lewis because Zimmer. Mike Zimmer was coaching Team Mackay, and that had Carter Nelson and Dylan Raiola on it. Marvin Lewis was coaching, I think it's Team Makul or Macau, however you say it, and that had Preston Tamua on it. These are all kids that are going to Nebraska. So I don't know. It was, and my big thing was I had to get to spend time with the Raiolas and both Dylan and Dayton and a lot of Dominic. So that was good. I mean, what did I notice from practice? There's not that much because they only went in pads one day. And then they didn't even do much when they were in shoulder pads. But you still, Bill doesn't understand totally because you understand all this stuff. If you're able to watch practice in my shoes, you kind of try to learn a lot, because you know what's going on. Usually I don't. And what I guess partly what I'm getting at is they let you stand on the field. I mean, it's the Polynesian Bowl. There's not a lot of rules, not a lot of structure. So I was like standing next to Zimmer. I mean,
helping him call play.
So you could hear what was going on, and it was really good. It was really good from that standpoint. So I saw a lot of these guys, and these guys, I'm not into hyping guys, but these guys are good. These 3 guys are really good. Carter Nelson, I didn't really know what to expect. He's an 8-man guy. I'd never seen him play except guys my size, he just run around, stiff arm little guys like me. Now on the field, you wonder what he'd be like when there were dudes there, and there's serious talent in that game. Like it looked from field level when they were playing the game. It looked like, I was like, these guys could probably beat Nebraska. I mean, there's 4 and 5-star guys there. They're hitting. Now the game wasn't well played. I'm not saying that. It wasn't. It was terrible. So many turnovers.
Like 7 turnovers, something like that?
More than that, I think. But Zim's team had 5 in the first half.
I'm sure he was thrilled with that.
This would have ran quarterback sneak every time they had a better chance.
I did notice Zim start coaching in the third quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even notice him on the sideline the first half. I was like, what's he doing? And then but in the third quarter, he started coaching. They came back, of course. But Carter Nelson they got to get something ready. Okay, maybe I'm getting out over my skis. I think they got to get something ready for him. I mean, if I was those tight ends in the room and watching that game, I think I'd be like, okay, there's a dude coming in here. I mean, and Dylan's Dylan. I mean, he's just a physical freak. It'll all come down on Dylan. I think it'll all come down is whether Dylan makes it here or not, whether he can read defenses and whether he just makes right decisions on and off the field. Because he's a physical freak. He's 6'3", 230. You saw it, throws it 72 yards. And I mean, he's a good football player.
Did you see any speed option with Braille out
I
there?
think they ran one. Yeah. I missed it though.
Oh, yeah. He turned it away intentionally.
Somebody told me they ran
this.
one. Somebody told me they ran a little
Interesting.
Yeah. No. I wouldn't be running speed option with it. Get the big horse hurt.
So no football. Once again.
You've upset Bill.
So no football.
Topic.
It was amazing to watch. Really, it was because of the access you had. I wish there were 2 more practices. Is what I kept saying. I wish I could have seen 2 more practices.
Now you were able to. You mentioned this earlier, but you did chat with Tua's father.
Yeah, I think it's Galoo. Yeah.
Tungavaloa. Okay.
Yeah.
How long did you talk to him for?
10 minutes. That was interesting.
Did you mention that you had said that he didn't think his son was that good of an NFL quarterback? Did that come up?
Didn't like his head coach either.
Yeah.
The NFL.
Have I said that about Tua?
Yes.
You have.
You've had, yes.
Have I backtracked?
And I went just the opposite.
You said he's a little guy up there, basically.
Yeah, well, they're a little family because Galoo's about my size.
Okay.
We could see eye to eye as you saw in that picture. We had a man.
He was giving you quite a stare down. He didn't look very happy with you in the picture that
what
Sean
happened
took.
there?
There was nothing. It was just the picture. I mean, we're just having a conversation. I didn't say no. Have I said that about Tua?
You have.
Yeah,
I've definitely.
I've got it. I recorded it.
We know your thoughts on McDaniel, but you've also not been very high on Tua, which is fine. You didn't play well in the playoffs. It's fine.
Yeah, Galoo's the one who impressed upon me that I'd be interested to see what Bill said. I just took his word for it on this. He said that defenses are more sophisticated than ever, so quarterbacks have to be smart, really smarter than ever. He said they don't.
Again, I'm going to go back to there's a difference between smart and processing.
Okay,
it's how fast can you process what just happened.
He said,
and where the ball must go immediately.
He said you watch the NFL, and I was like, not much. He said the tackling is horrible, but the defenses they're all about. They know where the ball's going. They're all about deflections and picks now. So you have to be. I don't know. I mean, I don't watch enough NFL to know that. I know the tackling's pretty bad. I mean, I saw some tackling in the Tampa Bay game that they played last week against Philadelphia.
Yep.
Bradbury,
Bradbury for the Eagles.
Yeah, that Bradbury came up and had an easy shot at Palmer, and it looked like he tried to let him go. To me, the tackle was that bad. But yeah, he said that tackling's horrible, but the defenses are smarter than they've ever been. That's Galoo.
Tungavaloa.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know.
Tua's dad. Talia's dad.
Yeah. So his big thing was he's just got to be able to read. He's got to be able to process quickly. That's probably what's going to determine, because he has everything else. I mean, Dylan Raiola has everything else you need.
Now, does because I haven't watched him close up. Does he have escapability like a Josh Allen has? Like that's
important.
Like those. If you watch all these quarterbacks that are even Mahomes does it.
Yep.
There's really no one right now that you say, okay, this guy's an elite guy that in the NFL that doesn't even in the NFL that does have escapability. Joe Burrow can escape. All these guys that keep plays alive, they can escape.
He's a big athlete. He's a big athletic guy. Yeah. He doesn't want to run much.
Gotcha. I haven't watched it good. If that's and I'm just asking that.
He can. If you saw him,
his size would cause a big issue.
6'3",
it's like Josh Allen. If I watched him last night, he had some quarterback runs, not many, is a problem.
God,
Problem was his scramble, and especially downhill
he
scramble.
can really run it.
And so when guys can do that, that's what Jaden Daniels did like at LSU. The number of plays where he won the Heisman with his legs.
Yeah, I would say Dylan's not like Flacco.
Yeah.
Like Flacco's an example of a guy who doesn't run
Statue.
it.
That's
Yeah.
a statue right there. Does not want to move at all.
He's not like that. No, he's athletic. That's the thing. He's
That'll be good. That'll be good for him.
he's an athlete. He's a big dude now. I mean, like when you just walk out onto the field, it makes an impression on you, his size. Like he's a horse. You guys gotta help me as we go forward. I can't refer to him as the big horse all the time. I mean,
He's a quarterback.
right.
That's a running back term. For
I mean,
you.
my thing all week was where's the big horse? That's got to stop. He's a freshman.
You've already called Dowdell the big horse coming in. You can't have 2 big horses now at Nebraska, right?
Yeah, you could actually, but
You say big horse over 40 times a week on the show, so I'm not sure how we're gonna monitor
Which
this.
one are we talking about here?
I don't know how to
Dylan's
monitor
a big
this.
horse.
Yeah,
He'll be able to run, but that's not his preference.
Gotcha.
It's not.
But it's again, but he also has escapability. which
Yeah,
is-
he's good in the pocket.
yeah.
Yeah, he moves around. He's really athletic. I mean, that's the best way to put it. He's really athletic. It's that size. I'm just telling you, I get it with the hype with him. I get it. I mean, he throws it really easily. Just
How did he perform in the actual game itself?
7 for 15, 3 drops though. So yeah, the numbers are a little skewed. He threw a pick where there was clearly a miscommunication. But then he came right back and he roped one there's a player in the game on his team named Mike Matthews who's going to Tennessee, and he's a big time receiver. He looks like a Tennessee receiver. Peerless Price, all that. Big long guy, and that's who Dylan would throw to quite a bit during the week. And he threw a rope to Matthews for a 40-yard touchdown after a turnover. And that kind of jump-started that team. That was in the third quarter. They had a rough second quarter. They had 5 turnovers in the first 5 turnovers in the first half. Dylan was responsible for one of them. But then they came back and he looked good. He looked good throwing the ball. I thought he had a good game. Again, 3 clear drops. So the numbers weren't great, but he looked good. Now, here's the thing. You guys are going to kill me on this. I know, but I'm ready. We had to leave. We had to leave in the third. We saw most of the third quarter. Yeah, we had to because the flight. We had to get out of there. So we had to leave, which was fine. It was an all-star game. It turns out we didn't miss much. It was pretty hectic. But you know how it is. You hurry out, then you wait at the airport for 5 hours, because the flights are delayed. So, but I saw enough. And I saw enough during the week. And Carter had a good game. Carter Nelson had 3 catches for 65 yards. He was a leading receiver on that team. He's a dude. That was the big revelation to me, was Carter Nelson's real. I mean, I think he might be their best tight end, Nebraska's right now. He's not going to be here in the spring, though. He's going to compete in track, so he won't be here in the spring. Now, people are going to wonder, what about Tamua? I can't judge offensive linemen. A lot of people said he had a good game. He was head up on a guy that's going to Oklahoma who's really good. I can get his name later if you need it. Number 65 for the other team.
Get it from Zimmer.
Zim knows.
Yeah,
who
text
he is.
Zim, please.
Yeah, text Zim.
We get Zim on the show.
I really like Zim. 65 was a bear, and he was matched on Tamua a little bit, and he handled him pretty well, I thought. I thought Tamua did good. Tamua's he's 6'3.5", 328. So he's a mauler. Clearly an inside guy. Now he won't be here until June either. So I don't know. I don't think he's a guy that comes in and plays, but he's no nonsense. He's a no nonsense big dude.
On Friday, I believe I had watched your video that you and Sean had with
Friday
with Zim.
Was that Friday?
Well, you had Thursday. I saw it
Thursday.
I saw it Thursday night, then I talked about it on Friday. You got very excited talking to Zim about his visit to Nebraska 20 years ago.
I was freaked out by that. It was like
You're
we
pumped.
closed the case from 20 years ago.
You did.
I used to love that show, Cold Case. I love that
Cold
show.
Case,
I
Mike
did.
Zimmer.
I love Cold Case. They'd find out, that all of a sudden they go back and they see him pull the file out of like a warehouse, and they would obviously put it all to rest on what really happened that night 28 years ago.
That's kind of what happened. I think you'd be mildly interested in this.
I am.
back in the day when I worked at the Journal-Star, it was early January of 2004, and one of the security guards called and say, "Hey, might be something you're interested in. They're leading Mike Zimmer through the stadium over here." It was a blizzard that night. I was like, "Really, Zimmer? Mike Zimmer?"
Zim?
And naturally, you guys know me well enough. I don't believe anything anybody tells me, so I was like, "No." But then I found out, yeah, they were. I didn't know how serious it got. And I got excited when I was talking to Zim, because he said that he woke up that Monday morning. It was a Sunday night. He woke up that Monday morning thinking he was going to take the job. I was like, "What? You had an offer and you thought you were going to take it? You were that close to being the Nebraska coach." Zim,
your buddy, your good friend,
new friend.
Yeah,
I love Zim. You
don't even have his number. I love him. You don't have his phone number.
Well, I didn't. I'm not
fix
that
that.
guy. Really.
Mahalo.
I don't ask for mahalo. But anyway, I knew he was part of that long line of people that Peterson talked to, and I knew he came to the stadium. I didn't know that it was that close. And then, of course, what happened was he turned it down. They went to Callahan. So he was the last one of several that turned down.
He
Nebraska.
said Jerry Jones and Bill Parcells told him not to take it, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Per the interview, he said.
Yeah,
I
Bill
listened.
Parcells.
I listened.
Yeah, the Cowboys had the top-rated defense in the NFL at the time. So he was highly sought after. And Nebraska offered him $1.5 million for 6 years, and he turned it down and stayed with the Cowboys for $1 million over 3. So he must have liked he must have liked it, and Jerry Jones and Bill Parcells must have been persuasive.
Well, it went pretty well for him.
For Zim,
Yeah, he had a pretty good career.
Went pretty well for him.
Yeah.
so he
did
did
all
good
right
at the
for himself.
fight.
Can I tell a travel story quick?
Please, Bill.
I think I've mentioned on air one time before, but it was
Please.
I was at Fresno State. Kevin Coyle.
Kevin Coyle.
Yeah, for the whole.
I know that name.
The whole from the Dolphins.
Dolphins defensive coordinator.
So the entire staff is the game goes a little bit long for whatever reason. So they're playing at Hawaii, and the head coach tells them on the headsets, "Hey, you guys got to go during the game, third quarter. You guys got to go to make the flight. If not, we're not gonna get back, and we can't start prep for the next week's game."
Yeah, you can get back on Wednesday.
So 4 guys took off in a van, and they listened to the game on the radio on the way to the airport. The game that they were coaching in. True story.
That's,
Like
I
said,
believe it.
The flight's like at midnight or whatever
Right.
time. Like you got to go.
You guys
There's
get
no
out of here.
plan B.
There's no plan B.
That's the thing. There's no plan B.
There's no plan B.
It's a long flight back.
So
You better be
that's why you understood. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yes.
had to go. We had to go, or we weren't. Or I might not be back here right now.
The only thing that you missed out on this, with which I'm so happy for, is just playing in the old stadium in Hawaii.
Yeah,
It was just so incredible.
I got you.
It was just so
Hey,
incredible.
Along those lines, I got to tell you something interesting. They played this game, and I'll address the gift issue later. I didn't bring you gifts. They played this game at a high school that's set up on a hill. The royalty lived up there at one time. The Hawaiian royalty. I can't say the name of the high school. I wrote it down. I butcher the name every time. It's a long name. But anyway.
Is it Kamehameha?
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's a sweet school. It's a
Look
sweet
at Bill.
school.
Look at Bill
Yeah.
coming
Well,
through. Kamehameha.
here's what it has. It has an endowment
Yes.
of $15 billion, which
That's
is
a
more
B.
than
It's a big
Stanford,
B.
which is more than Stanford.
Yeah.
Nebraska, to put it in perspective, is like $1.3 billion.
15 billion.
This is a high
Yeah,
school with an endowment of $15 billion.
No big deal. No big whoop.
No big
That's an
whoop.
incredible high school.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been there. It's set up
Yes.
on a hill.
No, it's incredible.
Yeah. So that's where they played the game. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. That's where they practiced too. Although they practiced, Bill would know this too. They also practiced one day on the North Shore. The North Shore.
Kahuku?
Yeah.
Kahuku High School?
He'll know all
They're
the schools
amazing.
here.
It was at
He's been there
Kahuku.
20
Yeah.
times.
Yeah,
Come
North
on.
School. Yeah, you're right. But you were right by Turtle Bay then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
North Shore is super cool.
Oh, North Shore is the place.
Yeah.
That's what.
Matter
of fact,
he's so nice to be
This
back.
time of year,
Yeah.
the waves would have been
Yeah,
incredible.
it was.
Incredible.
Slap
You
him, yeah.
don't jack around with them.
No.
Not
Stay away.
like you. I'm gonna get out there a little bit. Nope. It'll throw you up.
That's what
And that's
Donovan
last
Raiola
resort.
said.
Do not
Yeah,
dip
he's-
your toe in the North Shore.
He said the undertow will get you.
Yeah.
Pull you right out.
I said one thing.
Steer clear.
I said one thing. Go to Duke's.
He didn't do it.
Didn't go to Duke's.
I went to Duke's last year. It was
Yeah.
awesome in Hawaii. You could have gone. It's a good place.
I didn't do. I'm
when
not
you
that good at
drove
that
when you
stuff.
drove to
North Shore?
To Kahuku, to North Shore? Did you go through the pineapple farms? There's two ways you can go. There's two routes you can go.
No, I don't. If we did, I didn't notice it.
Yeah, you would notice that.
You can't miss it.
You-
Unless you were napping.
No, I wasn't napping.
Okay.
I wasn't
Yeah, you
napping.
could miss
I was
that.
energized.
Okay.
A lot
Good.
of chickens.
Yeah, a lot of chickens.
When we come back,
Did it rain every day?
Spit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there's always something.
Spit.
there's Sip's trip to Hawaii. He's back.
Yeah, we can talk about
He's
Nebraska
back.
basketball.
We'll go to
now.
Nebraska.
Huge win.
Next, an early break of the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf. Why are New Year's resolutions always about getting to the gym more or dieting? We fail ourselves before the first month of the year is already over. Why not resolve to eat better, tastier foods in 2024? Look no further than Fuhrer's cheese spread. Stop eating your apples, vegetables, crackers, and chips plain. Give them some flavor. Fuhrer's cheese spread awakens your taste buds. Now that's how you start a new year. Find your container of Fuhrer's cheese spread today at your local grocery store.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, Southwest Iowa, and northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Acres, your premier John Deere dealer, has the largest selection of late model equipment in the Midwest. And for a limited time, Acres is offering low-rate financing on all 2021 and 2022 S and X Series combines and 8 Series tractors. Qualified buyers can earn 3.9% financing for 60 months. And as an added bonus for your holiday season, if you purchase one of Acres' eligible machines before December 31st, you'll get a $5,000 gift card from Shields. Go to acres.com to learn more.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
It's pro time, Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, are about to hit the court. Mark your calendars for January 24th at 7 p.m. when we host the first ever Pro Volleyball Federation match against the Atlanta Vibe at the CHI Health Center. Witness world-class talent, including national champions and Olympians. Don't wait. Secure your single match tickets today at supernovas.com and become a part of history.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Bleicher and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
It's Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Thank you to the response on the text line and YouTube. A reaver is a river pirate, for those being those who are curious about the Iowa Western mascot. River pirate.
River pirate.
Not a dog, as you thought, I thought was a good guess.
Thank you.
A golden reaver.
Hey, it's a river
pirate.
pirate.
River pirate.
They have a good dance team.
Yeah, Larry told me about that. Larry, who runs the National Guard for the entire country.
He's a busy guy.
Yeah,
we going back
country.
there ever?
Yeah, we'll go back.
The National Guard. Yeah, what happened? Are we in the outs with them? We've not done a show with them for we've done 2 live, and all of a sudden we're on the outs with national security.
It was November we did the last show. It's been a couple months, guys.
We're going up in a helicopter this summer.
That's right. Yeah. Paul, make sure
that's 109 out.
Yeah, means
108 degrees.
It's like a hairdryer blowing on your face
for an hour.
Hey, what do you guys say? We're gonna put a hairdryer on your face for about an hour, then we're gonna spin it in circles. You guys want to go?
How's that sound?
Me and Sipple couldn't get out of our chair for 2 days.
You guys went home and laid on the couch.
Jake went out and played golf. Me and Sipple, I'm on my recliner. I'm just like, what's up?
What are you doing, Sip? I'm
on
the couch.
We were all within nanoseconds of throwing up all over the helicopter.
We held it together.
We held it together. I was like, why God, why? Please land this thing.
Can we stop this spinning, please?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Oh, loved it. Loved it. Yes.
Thumbs up.
Loved it. Let's do that again. Never. It was an incredible experience, but
it was an incredible experience.
You go for a full hour thinking you might vomit. It gets you.
Yep. But
that little fly by the Capitol was fun.
Yeah.
And then it got real.
Exactly. We're like going, kind of like we're waving to people.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. All of a sudden, then we're going 140 miles an hour. It's 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up and down, up and down. Oh, what a time. What a time. Well, I know Sip is a huge fan of Nebraska basketball right now for how they played the last week or so, but they did come through and they beat Northwestern on Saturday. I was there in attendance at Pinnacle Bank Arena on Alumni Weekend.
Bill, where were you?
What's that?
You weren't
Saturday.
I did not get.
Bill was not there.
There was no tickets offered to me.
Okay, Jake, you were there for the good win. Good win.
Nebraska beats Northwestern 75-69 here at PBA on Saturday. They had another drought though. Against Rutgers, they both first and second half, they had droughts to end the halves. They had the same thing happen again in the second half. But the good thing was that Northwestern also had a drought. It was like the same score for 7 minutes in this game.
Well, that's college basketball.
Northwestern was full cooperation with not winning the game.
That's right. Yeah,
full cooperation.
I appreciate that.
I know. I had to leave for the last part of the game to go pick up Gigi from Dance Prize. So I listened on the radio.
Okay.
And it was like, I was like, wow. There's
not much going on.
Someone take the lids off the
it's bad.
hoops.
It's college basketball.
Yeah. So Nebraska wins 75-69. Tominagi hits a big 3-pointer with 25 seconds to go to clinch this game for the Huskers.
Mm-hmm.
Boo Buie, the star for Northwestern, 2 for 15.
What happened?
It was a combo of Bryce Williams and actually Sam Hoiberg. Were just a pain in his butt.
Boo Buie.
Yeah, Boo Buie, who's again averaging about 19 points a game. All he had was 9. They had a guy.
He was 18.
Brooks Barnheiser had 24, and Ryan Langford had 15. But here, the story of the Rutgers game. Go back to that on Wednesday. Nebraska gave the Rutgers their Big Ten ever high in rebounds in the game, 56. They'd never had that in a non-conference
25
game,
on the offensive board.
Yeah. So in this game, Nebraska out rebounds Northwestern 40-26. Plus 14 after being minus 12 against Rutgers.
Nebraska's really good at home.
They are.
Is it really simple with this team? They're really good at home and not very good on the road.
What's the road record right now?
They got 1 win. They beat Kansas State.
Overall under.
I think it's 7-41. Not bad. I mean, that's pretty good. 7-41. You can.
I detected sarcasm. on that.
Can live with that.
Pretty good.
Yeah, my
Pretty good
complaint with it's not even a Nebraska basketball complaint. It's a college basketball complaint. It was the Rutgers game that threw me for a loop, or threw me maybe just out of the whole thing. Nebraska failed to score a basket for 17 minutes of that game.
Yeah.
I mean, how does that even work?
That's terrible.
Like, that's college basketball though. Hard to watch. I've just determined. I try to watch games, and it's just not. It's sort of unwatchable most of the time.
And then to see also just dramatic games where it's just like where the losses are just like, yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, they go.
That's another thing.
I mean, you see teams go, like I said, Purdue came here and lost by 16.
Yep,
lost by 16.
Number one team in the country. So it's just not. It's just to have your team right all the time.
You can't.
I mean, Kansas just went to West Virginia and got beat.
Yeah.
West Virginia's like whatever 12th in the league.
Yeah. No, don't listen. Listen. You guys can push back on my take. It's fine, and I'm sure a lot of breakers are pissed at me right now.
No, they're not.
They're
No, they're saying you're right, Sip. We get the program. We understand.
It's not even necessarily a Nebraska basketball conversation. It's a college basketball conversation. I watch the NBA, and if you watch the NBA and then go to college basketball, you're like, ooh, this is not good. Because the NBA is freaky good. And it's really good. Ridiculous. And then you watch a game where a team doesn't score for 17 minutes. For 17 minutes of that game, they didn't score a field goal. That's almost half the game, obviously.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Right? How does that happen?
And
it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch.
And they still scored 82 points in that game is the crazy part. They didn't score for 17 minutes and still put up 82 points in that loss to Rutgers.
So you'd rather watch OKC versus Toronto,
yes,
than you would
100. Yeah, I'm going to Memphis on Thursday. I'm away from you guys again on Friday.
He's departing from us.
I tell you what, life's good over there. Oh, that's the issue we even know about it. I won't ask for a gift. I'll get a twin bang from Nebraska City. I asked specifically for a gift, and also the as we all know, the macadamia nuts, chocolate macadamia nuts, they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
They're grabbed them in the airport.
Oh, the airport.
I don't remember you saying that though.
It's the last thing I said to you. Two things: go to Duke's and give me some chocolate macadamia.
You might have
nuts.
been talking to
That was it.
were you talking to
No
Farley or something?
No, it wasn't. Farley didn't go. Farley didn't go to the Polynesian Bowl.
Hawaii. It's just you.
I'm just telling right now, if there was a live stream of Farley at the Polynesian Bowl, that I am watching.
Yep. The whole time.
The whole time.
Nothing else but the Farley stream.
Oh, did you get a plate lunch?
I don't know what that is. I ate good. I mean, I did the food of Hawaii.
The
Which
plate lunch would be like mac salad, pulled pork, and that L&L.
Hold on.
You had some teriyaki or something down there? That's
Teriyaki
big Hawaii.
chicken, yeah.
In
I'll
Hawaii.
tell you what I had, okay?
You didn't go to
You wrote it down?
You didn't go to
Yes.
L&L.
I took a picture of it. I took a picture of the menu this is what I had every morning, okay?
Oh, every morning.
Yeah, hold on. Now, I
It
don't
says
have my
a picture of a corn dog stand.
We saw that.
No, it wasn't that. You're going to kill
Did you eat the corn dog at the corn dog stand or just take a picture of it?
I did not have a corn dog.
Okay,
I had
just took a picture of it.
I had a fried pineapple, and it was really good. So
Here's what you had.
Yeah, every morning I had pineapple. Have you ever heard of this, Bill? You've been there 22 times. I had pineapple sausage hash moco.
I don't know if I've ever had that.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sounds
pineapple sausage hash moco, and what it was. I had this every morning. I didn't really have to eat that much the rest of the day. It was 2 eggs on top of a kind of a potato mash,
which would be hash.
Yeah, hash.
That's the hash part.
On top of rice, on top of a big bed of rice, and then there was brown gravy. So that was huge. It was a huge breakfast, and I would have along with that, they had these like they're called Waikiki bowls, and there was like a fruit bowl. So that's what I ate. And then it had some coconut.
Look at you, just living the high life.
Yeah,
just living the high life.
I mean, no, it's great. I loved it. I mean, I haven't even told you how much I love Honolulu. I loved it, but I didn't venture out to eat that much because I was never that hungry after that breakfast. You know, you're older, so you understand. If you eat a big breakfast, you're pretty much taken care of. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you found something you liked there.
Okay, what else from the basketball game?
Well, I'd say the most impressive thing to me was Josiah Alec. Josiah Alec starts in place of the injured Juwan Gary, who will be back at some point in the near future. He's not out for the season, My bad.
Someone called him out for the
I
season.
did. And Bill said, hang on, hold the phone. I said, well, come on.
Jake actually, he goes, I didn't say it on air, so you said it.
No,
You said
I on Friday, I apologized saying that maybe that was afterwards. I apologized to you guys in the text. I said,
Yes, you did.
I proclaimed Jawani Carey's out for the year.
With a calf strain.
Yeah.
It appeared to be an Achilles, to be fair, but I was wrong. I'm not a doctor.
Also, not a doctor, but I did hear on the spillover, Jake did say, it looks like an Achilles injury. He also claimed that he knew what the injury was.
It looked like an Achilles.
He heard you.
I heard it.
Josiah Alec, 15 points, 4 of 5 shooting, and 7 of 8 on free throws. He played his best game as a Husker.
You know what I liked?
What
I liked about it was they had a plan, Sipple, from watching what I was able to watch by the last 5 minutes. They had a plan to go inside.
They did.
They actually fed the ball inside, which doesn't even happen anymore.
They did.
It doesn't. Right. They had a plan. They're like, hey, we're going to go down in the low post. We're going to get the ball down low. And that's what that plan was, and it was really impressive.
To Alec and Mast.
Yeah, yes.
Yep. Mast didn't have 8 points, 8 rebounds from Mast. So
Not bad.
okay, 4 for 11 shooting. His efficiency
But
has
they
gone
went
down,
inside, and they had a plan to get the ball inside.
Yep. There was some reason for it. That's a basketball reason. But yeah, they did, and they did an effective job. And Jake's right. Alec had a good game. Casey hit a huge shot, and it's a good win. I'm not detracting from the win. Northwestern's a good team.
They're a tournament team, probably.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're seeming like it's an 8 or 9 seed right now.
When are we doing billetology?
Oh, right now.
Right now, quickly. What do you got? Where's Nebraska at?
Right now, we're first 4 out.
They're still first 4 out?
They're first 4 out.
Well, they're 4-4 in the league.
They're first 4 out right now. But but there's no reason to strain. Look at who they're playing.
Right.
So you can get yourself, first. You can get back to a 5 seed.
First 4 out.
First 4 out.
You can go from first 4 to a 5 seed. There's no in between. It's either 5 seed or first 4 out.
They were completely out after those last 2 losses. You can't have one win just erase an Iowa and Rutgers loss in the tournament's eyes.
No,
and so and
that's fair.
And I am. People are contacting me
from the committee.
Yeah, so they're
talking to Bill.
They're hearing what's going on here, and I talked to Gary Templeton. Awesome.
Do you too?
We do.
So you got the NIT.
Yes, NIT. Yes, and then also
they're in the NIT right now.
Yes. Oh yeah, they're NIT right now.
They're a 1 seed. The NIT.
They're not a 1
If
seed.
they're first 4 out, they're a 1 seed. The NIT.
I don't think they're a 1 seed.
Maybe.
They have a 2 seed.
I don't make the bracket. You're right.
I don't make the.
He talks to Templeton.
Hold it. Real quick. Is it Jaketology?
It's billetology.
Which one? I just want to know.
I'm just saying, first 4 out usually is a 1 seed, but billetology could be different.
Committees.
He talks to both. I also talked to the other what's our other league that I was watching where
the CBI,
which you were watching.
I watched the whole thing.
You saw
I had to come in and comment on it.
The more I thought about it,
it was on.
Oh, good God!
We played Chariots of Fire. For
the game was on ESPN News. That's what the game was on ESPN News.
Huskers back in action tomorrow night against Ohio State.
Murray State.
When we come back, it's time for Bill's Thrills on a Monday on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license plate is barely visible.
I mean, do you even care about that thing anymore?
It gets a little uncomfortable. Now, that's when I jump in.
Hey, whoa. Mark, did you get a new car?
Nope, just took my car down to Nebraska Auto Detail. Joe and the staff made the outside and the inside look amazing. Maybe you guys need to go.
Okay, wise guy.
Settle down, Jake.
Book your appointment today at NebraskaAutoDetail.com.
Why are New Year's resolutions always about getting to the gym more or dieting? We fail ourselves before the first month of the year is already over. Why not resolve to eat better, tastier foods in 2024? Look no further than Fuhrer's cheese spread. Stop eating your apples, vegetables, crackers, and chips plain. Give them some flavor. Fuhrer's cheese spread awakens your taste buds. Now that's how you start a new year. Find your container of Fuhrer's cheese spread today at your local grocery store. Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf. Bagels & Joe is celebrating 31 years of business this year. With 4 Lincoln locations and 1 in Seward, there's more options for your favorite breakfast spot in town. And don't forget the Joe card for unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per person per month. Bagels & Joe, celebrating 31 years of serving Lincoln and the surrounding areas.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through January 28th, enjoy Lincoln's favorite USDA Choice Bacon Wrapped Sirloin Fillets for just $3.99 per 8-ounce cut. All natural whole Boston butt for $1.49 per pound, and lumberjack pellets for $7.99 per 20-pound bag. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Introducing The Outlet by Sartor Heyman. The Outlet brings you luxurious Sartor Heyman quality jewelry at unbeatable prices. Shop our expansive inventory of overstocked merchandise and a vast estate collection that just hasn't found its home yet. This is your chance to own stunning designer jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Elevate your style at The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Downtown at 12th and O or online at sartorheyman.com.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're a big tough? If you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You're on a holiday. You can't find.
Once again, your song of the day from 2001, Island in the Sun by Weezer, 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Sartor Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
4 Weezer songs, go.
Well, we got Island in the Sun. We got Say It Ain't So.
Great song.
Keep Fishing is one of their songs.
Don't know that one.
Would this song be on Weezer's greatest hits?
It would be. Absolutely. 100%.
Okay.
100%. 100.
Jake knows this.
Happy Hour would be a new one by them. That's 4.
Dang. Is that 4?
Yeah.
There's a couple that you probably left out. Weezer's good. They're surprisingly good.
Buddy Holly.
Yeah, that's good.
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills. There you go. Weezer's good. That's a good song. I always like that song. That came out in what?
01.
Oh, God.
2001.
Would have guessed 90s there. 01?
2001.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Good theme. Good welcome back song.
Yeah. You were on the island.
I always like that hip hip. I didn't get it. I didn't have to. You don't have to understand it. Hip hip. What's that mean? It doesn't matter. I'd go 8.267.
Wow.
It's
not the 70s, so I don't know if Bill's gonna be as
well.
high
I like
as that.
Weezer. I like Weezer.
I know. Yeah.
You know what? What's the other band I like from that time? It's escaping me. I'll get it. Bill, go ahead.
Gin Blossoms.
Nope. Look, I do like
Gin
them.
Blossoms. Yeah. It's a 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I would not listen to it.
It's not
No,
the 70s.
I would not. No, I wouldn't. There's no chance I would keep that on. There's no chance I would ever be on my iPod or whatever.
I appreciate your honesty, but I don't understand.
Yeah, it's a 2.
I don't get it.
It's a 2. You could have played what's the song Over the Rainbow?
I could have played that one. I don't know how to say that guy's
That would
last
have been
name,
like a
though.
9-9. So
what's over?
I don't know how to pronounce the last name of that guy. It's like the longest last name in the history of the world.
It's
the
hard.
Hawaiian guy that plays the ukulele,
It's
Over
an
the
incredible
Rainbow.
song.
It is a great song.
Yeah. He performed it and he called the studio in the middle of the night. So I got a song. Went in and recorded it like in one take.
The big man.
Yeah,
he's a big man.
Really.
Anyway, Weezer 2.
Okay, 2.
I'll give it a 2.2. I'll give it a 2.2.
8.2 something for you.
I've always like. I always like that song.
Yeah.
Well, Josh, I'm gonna go probably with a 4.1.
I'm gonna give it a 6 because Josh is just super nice to you, but it should be like a 4. Yeah.
I said 4.1.
Hey, Josh. Now we're going for honesty in here. Now
Yeah.
I've told you that.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
bad, I'm going bad.
Yeah.
Okay, Josh gave it a 6.7.
8.1. He likes Weezer. I'm surprised. by
Josh,
that.
there was no bass in that song. You base all your stuff off of great bass play, and there was none. I don't think there's even a bass player in that song.
I'm really surprised
Yeah.
by you right now.
What?
You didn't like that song.
No, I didn't like it. No.
If it's not
Yeah.
the 70s, Bill doesn't like it usually, or 80s.
Oh no, there's some songs I've liked, but there's been
You're
some.
out on
I'm out on that one.
hip hip.
Some
Like
ratings
that.
before we get to Bill's Thrills. We got 7.65. We got Sweater Songs, the other one. Undone, the Sweater Song.
There you go. There you go.
Bill would not like that song either.
Probably
9,
not.
3.9. Guilt Nerd, 2.2. Like you, not my kind of jam, says Guilt Nerd.
I get it.
Greg in a Crane. That's a new one.
Oh God, he's in a crane.
He says 9.4.
I thought you said Ukraine.
Greg in a crane.
He's in a crane.
And please operate that safely, Greg.
Nice. I don't know what he's digging up.
I
I tell you one thing. Those guys that they make bank. They make bank.
Crane
Yeah,
guys?
they
Yeah.
do. Oh yeah. Just try to run one.
An hourly wage
Yeah,
is
yeah,
probably
yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, try to get in there and run one. See if you can do it because you can.
Yeah, especially one of the monster cranes.
Yeah.
Sean in Omaha, 6'1". Who in Columbus?
Bert!
7.
Yeah.
Underrated band, says
Yes.
Bird in Columbus. Mike and Dalton, a 1.
I don't
Ryan-
even know who Bird is. Bird rates some stuff that's just like the
Yeah.
most.
He's
It's
got
it's
some odd
bizarre.
ratings.
What did he
Yeah.
say for this one?
7.
Yeah.
He's been giving some great songs a 3 or less recently, so he likes Weezer though. So, all right, there's your
That's it?
song of the day. Before we get to Bill's
Weezer.
Thrills, hang on a second. Let me
We got Bill's.
let me play a legal ID real quick.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Let's get to Bill's Thrills on a Monday.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
we
This
need
W
it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors.
Yes, Bill's Thrills, as always, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows.
Cash
Lincoln.
cows.
They'll make you money. Call them up at 402-730-7387. Free consultation for you.
We revealed something new, Steve, while you were gone on, but people didn't know this. But I just let the kind of cat out of the bag. That they have a big vault, and they have probably $1.5 million of cash. So you can, when you make your money, like at the end of the day, you just drive up there and then they just hand it to you. So
Somebody has to go in the vault.
Yeah, you have to go in the vault. get the
Walk-in
cash.
vault?
It's a walk-in vault, and they go in there, and they always keep about $4 million in there. But they always, but as far as just like in 1s, 5s, and 10s and 20s, they always have 1.5 million. So all of a sudden, the day, wait, how to do today? You made $2,400, and it's like, hey, hand it to you.
There
right
you go.
there, just the stacks of cash, just big stacks of cash. Which
What
is,
do you always do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Got
I've never had that much money to know that.
Yeah,
I do
put
that.
that thumb.
Do the
Yeah, so it's so they do. They just count it out to you. They just come out, they bring out stacks of cash, count it out to you. Yeah,
Have a big vault.
Have a big vault of money.
All right.
Yes.
Well, we're not going to talk about that too much, lest someone get an idea.
Yeah,
rob the place.
It's safe.
Someone goes there. Where's the
This is stick up.
Where's the vault?
This isn't a COVID mask. This is not a COVID mask.
Got a ski mask on. Where's the armored truck? Where's the tax? Give me all the tax-free apps. Give me all the tax-free apps.
You've been missing
right now.
I just want to hear the robber say, "This is a stick up."
Oh, God.
Hopefully they do the finger gun in the pocket, the fake finger gun in the pocket.
Oh, jeez.
If we tried it, they just laugh at it. Take the damn mask off, Sipple.
Sipple. Hold it. You can tell that guy's tan. You can tell it's tan.
Sip. It's too tan.
Well, what do we ain't getting any money.
You ain't getting nothing. The vault, we're gonna open the vault for you clowns. Get out of here.
It's a stick up.
They would just take the guns from us. Give me those.
Yeah.
Give me those guns. They're not even loaded.
Oh,
They're not even loaded.
This is some little old lady catches us. Sipple.
That's Steve Sipple. That's Jake. Look at Jake, the tall guy, the albino. Imagine he's describing us. There were 3 guys that were in here. One was tan. One talked a lot, and one was an albino.
Does that help you out?
Does it help you out? Description? Well, I think you want to go down to 93.7 the ticket and the rest of those guys.
We know that crew.
We know that crew. Who was driving? Some guy that has Kansas Thorns on the side of his truck from the band.
Yep.
He was unaware of what was going on.
Totally unaware. Wrong place. Wrong place.
You just tell us where to be.
All right.
Oh,
we got?
sorry,
Bill's
guys.
Thrills.
Yes. Wow. Okay.
Bill's Thrills.
All right.
Bill's Thrills.
This is a classic of let's talk about press box volume to a magnitude that you've never heard before.
Ooh.
This is it's incredible of what was being said and the volume of what it was said
Got my attention.
on 2 different scenarios from this weekend. They were 2 mind blowers. And this is one where you just the press box would just, you wouldn't imagine. On the sidelines, it's calmer. Press box is loud, loud, loud. The first one is the extension of the ball by the Chiefs by Hardiman. I mean, you're taught so many times you never, ever, ever extend the ball at the goal line. That was a first down play, if I remember right. It was right after Pacheco's run.
I think you're right, down at the 3-yard line, I believe, right?
So it would have been second and an inch.
Yep. You're right. You're
It
absolutely
would have been
right.
second and an
It
inch.
was after a Pacheco run.
But he tried to get you. It's like you're taught 10,000 times. The problem is sometimes people extend the balls and they get a touchdown and it's going, oh, okay, worked out. And all of a sudden you try, then the classic, try to make a play.
Right.
It's like, it was horrific. I mean, the press box would have went nuts.
The press box to the coach's box.
The coach's press box. So I told you, I sent a text to myself at 7:31. You guys saw the text.
You
I texted
screenshotted the text to yourself.
At 7:31, I put down the brilliance of Kelsey on his play, which was, I think, a second down play.
Didn't extend it.
And he did not extend the ball, and it ended up hitting the pylon for a touchdown. He did not extend it.
Did not.
I set my exact text. I said, brilliance, Kelsey, not extending the ball. At 8:01,
Hardiman.
Mayhem happens where he extends the ball
So the
to
coach
give
is
him a
up there?
10-point lead.
Yep.
To give him a 10-point lead.
Game over.
He extends the ball, and the ball goes, everybody knows the rule. If it fumbles through the end zone, it's a touchback. I don't know how you could gut yourself any worse than that. I have no idea. I have no idea. The second one where the crescendo would have been deafening.
In the coach's box.
In the coach's box was the 49ers at the end of the game. They intercept a pass.
Yes.
And he gets up and he starts running back and forth across the field. And everyone's screaming, get down. The game's over. Everyone's going. So if you're in the press box right now, you see it happening. It's like seeing a train wreck. Everybody's going, get up, get up, get down. The game is over.
You might have a heart attack.
And you would have a heart attack. And you are losing your mind. You'll see players on the field. They were all yelling at him. And he's running just like he's like, I got to score.
Oh,
the game is over.
Right.
It was insanity.
Oh God, they won though, right?
They did end up winning it, but it was just like you couldn't imagine what those press boxes were like during that time. Of could you imagine if the Chiefs lose that game because they extended the ball on the 1-inch line?
Hardman.
Now here's the deal: if you just fumble, it happens. Fumbles happen. It's like, no, is it bad? Yeah, it's bad, but you don't look at it as an error. Those two plays could have been just colossal errors, that happened in the game like that. And then also, I noted I text myself also in the Green Bay game, which I said on air how many times? If you drop an interception, you'll lose the game. I said it numerous times. If you drop an interception, you'll lose the game. Green Bay has one thrown right to them.
They did.
They're up by, I think they were up 7 at the time, or up by, I think they were up. Anyway, they're up.
Okay.
And they throw the ball right to him.
Yep.
And they drop it. He would have ran it back probably to about the 15-yard line. But I mean, that was their chance. That was their opportunity to be able to get it done. And that thing all went away. But I just want to talk about the volume.
The volume. It would have been crazy. It would have been crazy in the box.
It just absolutely like that. People just go, you lose your mind in the press box sometimes.
It gives me a headache to think about.
Yeah, you lose your mind and it just plays it. And that one there was just like, you get so mad even I'm sitting there going, I'm just watching the game as a fan.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, okay. I went back and forth where I wanted to win.
Yeah,
between the Chiefs and the Bills. I was literally back and forth.
I didn't go back and forth.
I finished as we were going through, I went to the Chiefs. I went to the Chiefs on this one.
You're alone on that one.
I went to the Chiefs on that one as I was going. And part of it was just that. And then there's another rule, which I rewatched the play because I wasn't sure. And my dad texted me concerned, and he was right.
Ron,
so we have a term called city and country. That's a common football deal. And so we do fumble recovery drills all the time. And you're like, hey, you're in the city. How do you recover it?
How do you?
You're on the ball. You curl up around it.
City.
So you get down on the ball. You're in the country, it means things are wide open.
Okay.
You scoop and score. You try to run and scoop and score. The Chiefs guy tried to when Allen fumbled, tried to run and scoop and score. And the guy got a hand. If he goes just to recover the ball, he most likely recovers the ball.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And so instead he went country. He went country
and
tried to scoop and score it.
Yep.
And then
the big offensive lineman jumped on it.
But the guy got a hand in there, and that where if he was going after the ball, he gets on that ball most likely.
And then you're saying that's when the Buffalo Bills' big offensive lineman jumped on.
Yes. And so that would have been a play also where you'd be very
city. He went city.
He went that. No, what's that? He went country, which means it's wide open.
But the Buffalo Bills guy went city.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so that was just a large error. And you drill that. That's something that you drill. You have a time when you say, hey, we're going to drill this on how this works.
Yeah.
And so right there, you're just like, and imagine losing that game for the Chiefs. You had a chance to recover a fumble or don't turn it over at the 1-inch line.
Yeah, they found ways to lose, and they still won the game by 3.
I just don't know how you do it. I get in that profession you're in.
I was thinking about. I'm like, I don't. And then how you fly home, Green Bay when you miss a field goal, and very easy short field goal, which at least would have sent the game probably to overtime. Plus, the game changes when you're down 7. All of a sudden, the feel is different. How that game plays out, and they could have went up by 2 scores on the fumble. That would have made it just colossal for the 49ers on the fumble on the missed interception by Green Bay, and then the field goal that was missed last night. I have to say this: I've never seen a ball do what it did. It was like a boomerang. It would if you watch it and you just stopped it after 0.8 seconds and said good or bad, you're like going, oh, it's good, right down the middle. And it just it boomeranged so hard. I've never seen a ball.
Right.
I've never seen a ball move like that. And the
That's
whole
not wind.
That wasn't wind.
No, there was no wind. That was just that's just like if you hit a golf ball wrong and it's a slice, and you just go, what just happened? I've never seen a ball take a turn. It didn't go like this. Like hang in there. It just went and the flare on it was remarkable.
What caused that?
Well, would cause that. And then I said, I feel for those. For those 2 kickers, I feel really bad for. I feel bad, especially for Green Bay's kicker, because the head coach said he said in an interview they were talking about before the game, when their kicker goes out there, he goes, I just pray.
That's great. Yeah, it's good. That's good positivity
next year. That
he's
kicker
young.
won't be back. Will you be back next year?
I think you will be.
Really?
Yes, that's Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors. By the way, episode 14 out tomorrow of the podcast, 7 a.m., including The Power of the Pen, Beginner's Guide to Being Fantastic at Field Storming. The refrain from the chain. That's about the U.S. mail letter. The chain letter. All that and more.
Chain.
Episode 14 out tomorrow at 7 a.m. of Bill's Thrills.
Nice.
Check that out.
Nice.
Download
Stick
that.
up.
Download it.
Simple.
Apple,
There's three guys. There was
Spotify,
one
anywhere.
albino. There was a tan guy.
Hour 2 next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Rashawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relieved. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Introducing The Outlet by Sartor Heyman. The Outlet brings you luxurious Sartor Heyman quality jewelry at unbeatable prices. Shop our expansive inventory of overstocked merchandise and a vast estate collection that just hasn't found its home yet. This is your chance to own stunning designer jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Elevate your style at The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Downtown at 12th and O or online at sartorheyman.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
If your home heating system is making strange noises or just doesn't work like it should, call your friends at Bryant Air Conditioning and Heating. Sign up for Bryant's exclusive ESP service protection plan. You'll get twice annual complete and thorough service on all brands, and you'll never pay overtime charges on evenings, weekends, or holidays. Schedule your heating check today and ask about Bryant's ESP plan to save money. Call 467-1111 or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes. service.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Monday. Steve Sipple back from Hawaii. Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
You solve that Rubik's Cube?
Yeah. I was trying to see what's going on over there. Locations in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming to 70th and Pioneers by early March of this year. And Steve Shindler is with us in studio, of course, as always, with the cutout. What do we got going on with Steve Shindler today,
You
Bill?
missed quite a week. Steve was busy last week. He really
I
did.
I missed that.
He missed out.
He was busy.
So he's got.
This is Monday.
He's got Monday. I tell you what, it gets back, and I'll explain. It really ties into what we just got done talking about that. But he is doing martial arts class.
Oh.
Yeah. So Taekwondo and karate.
Hiya!
Ha! Yeah. And he does it. First of all, he has trained all of the employees at the bank for the reason we just talked about. This is a stick up. Bam.
Oh, you think so?
Oh, yeah, exactly. You can do that. Also, the first thing they do today, so he has levels of classes that he's teaching, but they'll start off with this morning is that they're having the entire high school down to the bank, and they're going to watch the Karate Kid. You're going to watch the movie, The Karate, to start the festivities of the importance and the structure and the mind trust that you must have.
Oh, is that what the Karate Kid's about?
Yes, it's a lot about that. Yes,
It is.
So it's a lot.
Karate.
Karate. Yes. You ever see the one on Seinfeld when Kramer was going to karate classes?
I remember that.
But he was but he had to compete. He's in the first level, so he's competing against all like fourth graders.
Kids.
It was classic. Anyway, so Steve,
wow.
So Steve's running martial arts classes at the bank today, and they'll be taught in all different levels. So they have 4 black belts coming in, and all 4 of them are from Pennsylvania. And so they're coming.
Really?
He flew them in from Pennsylvania, 4 black belts, and they're going to be instructing the classes.
Why Pennsylvania of all places?
Steve had a connection out there.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a fair question to ask, by the way.
Yeah.
Why Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
So now the other question that has to be asked: does everybody get those white little uniforms?
Yes, they
have those ready.
They have those ready.
All
They have all
sizes.
sizes, and he's got about 600 of them ready.
600
of them
Because they're going to have a big
They
crowd.
have a big crowd there like that. So yes, when you'll check in when Tamara checks you in, you will get your. I don't know what the name of that is. What they have with the white robe
I think
that
it's
they
a
wear.
Hawaiian name.
I don't know what that
I
is.
don't know that. Hey,
You think it's a Hawaiian name for the
but they
robe?
have the white,
Yes.
whatever they wear, and
Well, the big.
Is it a
I
cloak?
didn't want to bring it up, but at
no.
the end,
Wait a second. One question. Do they have mats?
what's that? They have mats. They also have mats down, and then Steve Schindler is going to break 4x4s and a concrete block.
I can't wait to see that.
He's going to do a concrete block.
Of course, he can do.
Yeah,
that.
he can do that.
It's got to be on video.
So
Of course he can do
that'll be
that.
video like that. So
Of course, Shindler can do that.
yes.
he can do everything.
And at the very end, there's a big treat also for mental toughness. Everyone gets to walk across hot coals.
I think that's the award in the bank.
Yeah, we're on the way out. On the way out, you walk across hot coals for mental toughness. Yeah,
Is that part of karate?
yeah, I think it is. To stop for the
Karate.
stick up.
Hey, that's a big day
It's
out
a big
there.
day out there. Yes, to have the uniforms ready, to have all those things set, have the mats down, and to be able to work on the classes. And at the same time, you can still bank. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Steve
I mean,
will
that's
still
what
be
it's
there.
always that way.
It's always been that way.
He takes business seriously up there.
This is in Creighton,
Yes.
which is
north of Norfolk.
Just about 2 hours away from here.
Yes.
And they're expecting 600.
600 people, yes, to come
big-
through.
That's immensely
They're gonna
busy.
do
No,
the-
wait a second. Is the rink still up?
The rink's still up, yeah.
I'm seeing the uniform is called is it a GI?
I don't know.
People saying GI.
GI.
A G.
Didn't know that.
Must be a G.
Okay, that's a
But
G.
the movie starts at 8:44.
8:44, the
Yes.
Karate Kid.
Yes.
And then that will evolve
Into
into
classes.
sessions with Shin
Shin
Daddy
Daddy.
and 4 Pennsylvanians.
Black belts.
Oh,
Yes.
it's pronounced gi.
Gi.
G-H-E. It's spelled G-I, pronounced G-H-E-E.
And
So
will he
it's
be
gi.
wearing a gi the whole time?
Yes, absolutely.
A gi.
Shin Daddy?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Can you
can
see
see
him in
that.
one? I mean, he'd look incredible in one of those,
Yeah.
wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Walk around.
Does he now? This is I don't want to embarrass anybody. Does he have a black belt?
What's that? He doesn't, but he's just below. He's the one
He's gonna
level
get
below.
there soon.
He's one. So he thinks he might be able to earn it today. And
The
so
Pennsylvania
that's a
crew
big part of the day.
with the
a big part.
Pennsylvania crew and
With the Pennsylvania crew to kind of they judge him, and he's got to break a cinder block in a 2x4.
Of course he can do that. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's the man.
I wonder if does he yell? Does he yell?
Oh
when he
yeah,
does
yeah.
it?
Yeah. Ha
Well, I
What
can't
a
wait-
day.
Can't wait to hear about the karate in Midwest Bank.
What
how it
a
goes
day.
today.
God, the Karate Kid. He brings in a projector.
The projector. Yeah.
Gets you pumped
Here's
up
the
for
best part too: is it's on VHS. It's a VHS tape they've had at the house.
That'll be
Yes.
fun.
Yeah, be fun.
Thank you to our good friend Steve Shindler, Midwest Bank, for sponsoring Hour 2 and always being of interest of something new every day.
Midwest Bank.
He always keeps it interesting. All right, I want to get to the NFL. We Bill mentioned a little bit of the last segment, but also, okay, the year 1991 has come up a couple times in the last few weeks. The Detroit Lions won their first playoff game since 91 against the Rams last week. Also, yesterday on the PGA Tour, an amateur won a golf tournament on the PGA Tour for the first time since Phil Mickelson in 1991. Also, Nick Dunlap is his name. He's 20 years old, a sophomore at the University of Alabama.
I'll be darned.
He is the youngest player to win on the tour in general since 1910. 1910.
20 years old.
He's 20 years old. He beat out the likes of Justin Thomas, Sam Burns, a good player from the USA. A pretty decent field. Scotty Scheffler was in this field. Oh, by the way,
Where was this?
he was 29 under par. I think it was in California.
Jake, me
Good
and Bill
question.
couldn't go 29 under par at putt golf.
No, I couldn't go 29 under par ever.
29 under. That's
ridiculous.
incredible.
You couldn't do that at putt golf.
It was in La Quinta, California.
Okay.
La Quinta.
Wonder what kind of course it just matched his game.
I don't know, but think about this. So second place, Christian Bezadenhout gets second place. He makes 1.5 mil. Nick Dunlap makes nothing because he's an amateur.
Oh.
No money. Makes no money.
You know what though?
Sponsorships coming.
NIL.
NIL just got really good
If
for
the
him.
NIL got really good for him because he can go out and earn his. It's not like the old days. Oh, you can't pay them; they're amateurs. Yeah, you can. He can go out and now get advertising sponsors. I mean, things got maybe he didn't win the prize money. Things went really well for him.
Yep. So
Things went really well for him.
unbelievable. Nick Dunlap he shot a 60. He had 12 under par on Saturday. Takes the lead going into Sunday. Falls behind by a stroke or two and still comes back and wins without going to a playoff.
I wish you would have went Al
29
Geiberger 59.
He got to be cool. Al
Yeah.
Geiberger.
Did you just drop an Al Geiberger
I
reference?
did.
He did.
Yes,
He did.
I did.
Yeah.
Al Geiberger. You nailed that.
That is correct. Al
Kahuku.
Geiberger.
Can I ask Bill a question?
Kamehameha.
Yes.
Real quick, I was having a conversation with Missing Tooth Greg about the KC Omaha Kings. If there's somebody in this room that would know this, it might be you. I don't know it. Who coached the KC Omaha Kings? Was it Cotton Fitzsimmons?
That sounds so right.
Great name, by
That
the way.
sounds so right.
Was it
You know,
Cotton?
you know that
Fitzsimmons?
Nate Tiny Archibald
Yes, I know
played
that. Yes.
on that team.
I do.
How about the fact that it was an NBA team that played in two cities?
Yeah. And yeah, they used to have bus. God, this does apply to you. They used to have a bus, an Allied bus, to take fans from Norfolk to Omaha for the games. You you were of that age at that point. No, yeah, you were. You would have been 8 or 9 about that time.
Omaha, Kansas City.
Anyway, hijack conversation.
I think it
Keep
was
going.
Cotton.
It's just, again, I just think it's very impressive. A 20-year-old guy, sophomore at Alabama, wins a tournament on the PGA Tour again. The first time since 91. Mickelson.
Wonder if he gets to go meet Kellen DeBoer.
He probably will. He can
But
do
he
whatever he
Everybody's
wants
leaving.
now.
Everybody's
DeBoer has an empty room. There's all the time in the world to meet this guy.
So there's your shout out to him. Regarding the NFL games, we went through a couple, but the scores from the weekend, you had on Saturday, the Ravens were tied at halftime with the Texans, 10-all, and then Lamar Jackson said, I got this, and he pulled away 34-10. Ravens beat the Texans. As Bill mentioned, the night game, the Niners come back and beat the Packers 24-21. So they're on to the NFC title game where they'll play the Detroit Lions, who beat the Bucks yesterday 31-23. The other game at night, of course, Chiefs beat the Bills 27-24. So AFC title game, Chiefs at the Ravens. And in the NFC, it's Lions at the Niners, both games on Sunday this upcoming week.
So what's the NFL want here? What's the NFL want? They want Chiefs Niners, right?
That would be a repeat from a couple years ago, Super Bowl. That was Mahomes' first title he had, was that. So do you want a repeat again? I mean, I think the Lions are pretty interesting right now.
I'd say right now that if you don't have a team in the fight, one of those four, and you just have to pick. I think right now Lions is
have to be Lions.
They're America's team right now. The Lions are.
Okay.
Everyone's like, well, the Lions.
All right.
Now they have to go to San Fran, which is a tough one. But whether it would get the national, but I think the Lions would get such a draw. It would be the story. I think everybody loves Dan Campbell. The stuff with Goff, going with where he got traded and how that whole thing went down and missed on a Super Bowl. He took the Rams to a Super Bowl. So anyway, I think it's very interesting. For some reason, the Ravens, I think, are extremely interesting. I think with Harbaugh, with
Lamar.
Lamar is incredible. Everything about him is very, very interesting.
I want him to hammer the Chiefs.
But you just don't. The Ravens don't have a huge. They're not America's team as far as a follow. They don't get that type of publicity. Not because of how they're. That's just how they're
what
viewed.
it is. Yeah.
The Ravens don't draw a huge. The outside like a Cowboys does, and like certain teams draw. The Packers draw.
Right.
They don't have that same. But boy, are they fun to watch and to watch the. I thought that it was a game where they really they went back to in the second half of the where the head coach had a conversation or the coordinator figured it out, who's obviously a great coordinator. Like, I'm going to call this game for Lamar, and that's what the second half is what they did. They called it for him, and it was everything that he does extremely well.
That's what you do
in the calls, and it clicked. It was really impressive.
He's a dude.
So I'm a big fan of the Ravens. I just don't know.
I hope they hammer the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Hammer.
Here, this is incredible. So the Chiefs have now made 6 consecutive AFC title games. Mahomes has only been in the AFC title game. He is 13-3 in the playoffs.
That's really impressive.
That is unreal. Now,
yesterday.
That was his first true road game he's ever had in the playoffs. Now, the Super Bowl is neutral site, obviously. That was the first time last night he's ever played on the road. Every time he's been at Arrowhead for all these title games.
No turnovers, right?
No turnovers last night. But he goes into Buffalo, again, a raucous crowd, tough place to play.
Really tough.
And they had, again, the fumble at the one that goes into the end zone. That could have changed the whole tide of the game. It didn't.
No,
it did not.
He was great, and Kelsey was great yesterday, too.
2 touchdowns for Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, Kelsey played better than he has been. But he came on late, Kelsey, this year.
A little bit.
He's played well.
Yeah.
I got told before, I love the Swiftie. I love the Taylor Swift stuff.
Yeah, I love it too.
The one photo where she is hugging, I think it was Brittany Mahomes.
That's right.
Her name.
That's right.
And just sitting in the back was
Jason Kelsey.
Jason Kelsey with no shirt on, drinking a beer. Just sitting there drinking a beer. He wasn't even facing forward. That was one of the all-time it's maybe the most popular person in the world.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, she's up for it.
I think she might.
She might be the most
The Rock. I think The Rock is
the most recognizable.
Yeah.
Who would walk into any place? I don't think anybody is more recognizable than Taylor Swift because she had such a presence. And then now everyone that maybe didn't even really know, but they were football fans or football, they all know.
Yeah.
I mean, her presence it's unreal. And she's up there, and Jason Kelsey's got his shirt off, drinking a beer,
and then he jumped into the crowd later on and was chugging beers there with the Buffalo Bills fans, saying, "Screw you, go Chiefs!" Basically, it was a good scene.
I wonder who is the most recognizable face. Google keeps track of this, and I've heard it's The Rock.
Well, The Rock's up there. There's no doubt about that. I think Taylor Swift's got him beat, though.
I would sure think if they were walking around Thailand or something, that Taylor Swift would be noticed before The Rock would be.
You think so?
But I don't know. Who knows? Not down the Rock. I'm just saying.
Not
I
down
think
the Rock either.
Yeah.
Your games for Sunday, the times.
Yes.
Chiefs Ravens at 2 p.m. on CBS. Ravens are early.
This is Sunday.
Ravens are early 3.5-point favorites as the 1 seed, and then Niners at 5:30 on Fox. Niners 6.5-point favorites against the 2 seed Detroit Lions.
Both games were an hour later.
I'm sorry. What was the first one?
2 p.m.
I know, but what
Chiefs,
was the
Ravens.
what was the spread?
3.5 Baltimore.
Oh, thought it'd be a little bigger than that.
Lions, Niners,
it's the
6.5.
classic. It's the classic example of if Mahomes rolls out there like he will, and he's pretty healthy.
He's healthy.
They got a chance.
He's healthy.
They got a chance.
Scary.
And who else do they have? Andy Reid. I
They do.
I love you always have
Big
to have.
Red.
You've got to have these hipster cool play calling guys, or just get Andy Reid, who's been doing it at a ridiculous level his entire life. How old is Andy Reid?
It's got to be mid-60s, right?
Mid to late 60s.
I got to ask Jake a question.
Probably
Yes.
had a.
Can Baltimore crank up? Do they have a run game, a good run game?
Yeah, they do.
Can they
Yes.
crank that up against the Chiefs like the Bills did a little bit?
Yeah.
Now, the Chiefs tightened up when I sent you guys a text. I thought you were going to give me hell. The defenses weren't playing well in the middle of that game. And then the Chiefs kind of tightened up.
They did.
Yep.
They're that's not a dominant defensive front for the Chiefs.
Okay, so can Baltimore just ram it at them?
So they don't have a guy that is a household name. They don't. But you have Justice Hill can run the ball. You got
For Baltimore.
Gus Edwards is able to. Obviously, Lamar Jackson.
Where did Gus play at?
Rutgers.
I recruited him from. He was from Miami. I recruited him.
Yeah, Gus is good. Gus is a good player.
He's a
Gus
great
is
dude.
Ravens.
Can they hammer it at the
great
Chiefs?
dude.
They can. Yeah, they can run the football.
Hammer it.
They are able to run the football.
The
And
Bills were doing it
The
for
Bills
a
had
while.
over 100+ yards in that game. James Cook and Josh Allen were running the ball
James
well.
Cook. I was wondering who. James
Cook from Georgia.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, he's good.
So they ran the ball pretty well. So yes, the Ravens can run the ball, and Lamar Jackson will be a very important part on the ground
3.5
in that game.
It's only 3.5. Scares me. Vegas knows. I didn't think it'd be a close game. I thought Baltimore would hammer them.
No, they're not going to. No, in a title game,
Hammer.
it's the Chiefs. The Chiefs in the playoffs are
you're
always
right. No,
a
you're right.
problem here. When we come back, we got to address the Caitlin Clark story from this weekend.
That video
Court
was
storming. She got hit.
That video was incredible.
We'll discuss the situation next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. We believe in treating every client with respect, compassion, and understanding. We know that navigating the legal system is stressful and overwhelming, but Liberty Law Group will carry that burden for you. When you're facing legal issues, make the right call. 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Introducing The Outlet by Sartor Heyman. The Outlet brings you luxurious Sartor Heyman quality jewelry at unbeatable prices. Shop our expansive inventory of overstocked merchandise and a vast estate collection that just hasn't found its home yet. This is your chance to own stunning designer jewelry at a fraction of the cost. Elevate your style at The Outlet by Sartor Heyman, where luxury and affordability meet. Downtown at 12th and O or online at sartorheyman.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your link forecast for today, expecting cloudy skies with patchy fog developing later. We'll see a high of around 35. Tonight, a chance of wintry mixed fog and increasing fog expecting too. We'll see a low around 30. And tomorrow, more cloud cover with calm winds. We'll see a high of around 35. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Integrated Life Choices has been inspiring opportunities for individuals with disabilities for more than 15 years in Lincoln and across Nebraska by offering a number of services. From group homes to independent living resources and job training, you'll find the support that allows people to live fulfilling lives. They're also hiring. If you're looking for a rewarding career supporting people with developmental disabilities, you can check out open positions along with learning more about services at ilc.net. Integrated Life Choices.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
This
good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Zip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
I would say the response on the text line, YouTube, has been very good today. People are with us this morning, so thank you.
Oh, God bless them all.
Hanging with us here. Appreciate you guys hanging with us.
What about on Twitch?
Let's see if we got any Twitch people here at all.
Any gamers?
I don't see any. Oh, we had.
What's a gaming
we
channel?
had a Twitcher on there, Twitch guy, but only one, I think. Well, and Jay Paul also on there. So we had a couple Twitch people.
Nice.
Now, there was some news yesterday in the world of college women's basketball, and there was a big upset. Ohio State is a good team. I guess not a big upset, an upset. Okay. Ohio State women's basketball took down Caitlin Clark and Iowa 100-92. High-scoring game in
Put
Columbus.
100
points. And that, of course, when you beat Caitlin Clark, who is right now an icon in women's basketball and women's sports in general, that's going to cause the fans to celebrate. There's a good crowd there. They stormed the court, which we saw for Nebraska against Purdue a couple weeks ago. And in the court storming, Caitlin Clark, the Iowa star, was running off the court and a fan collided with her.
A woman fan clipped her. Jeez.
It was a collision.
I don't know if it was more of a clip. It was pretty solid.
Clipped her.
It knocked the wind out of her.
Way more done.
You think it's overplayed?
Way overdone.
I would say her getting helped off the court was probably a little bit overplayed. There was video.
Get a helmet.
There's just no helmet in basketball. It's not football. Sip.
I couldn't believe it. I thought when I heard about it, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be bad." She got clipped by a girl. I mean, it was like it was her fault as much as the other person. Give me a break on this. I was just totally taken aback by it. I thought when I heard about it, I was like, oh, God, this is going to be bad. Then I saw it. I'm like, oh, God.
I kind of saw it wasn't that bad, but it's one of those things that, thank God, No one was hurt, so it makes it kind of enjoy it
No
a
one's
little
hurt.
bit
they
more.
just ran into each other. I mean, we do it every day.
But
Brett.
no, we don't. I'm not run into anybody. I have not ran full speed and run into anybody for like 40 years. It's not
Well,
happened.
it's exaggerating. But
But this being forever known, that person, imagine that's your friend. Hey, Connie, saw you on TV. It was just some fan all excited.
I was just trying to talk to the court. It was totally innocent.
The classic was she was kind of late to the party.
She was.
She was kind of late.
I think that's why
all
she
of
was
a sudden
running.
she's like, I'm going. She's sprinting.
You see the mob on the
All of a
court. Here
sudden,
comes a late fan.
The late fan comes.
She was running. She was sprinting.
She was sprinting.
Yeah.
She was running as hard as she
was
could run.
sprinting, and I don't know. I just thought it was sort of overdone the way Caitlin.
I'm not really
reacted.
sure how they both couldn't see each other.
I know,
They're
me too,
both
yeah.
in the peripherals of each person.
Right.
There's not a blind spot here. They should have both been able to see the situation.
Yeah.
What was happening. It happened just like that, obviously, and it's unfortunate. But I do believe that what Caitlin did was an overreaction.
I believe it
needing help
completely.
off the court.
Well,
There was no
and
injury. She's like, we're fine.
Just a reaction to it too. Come on.
You don't expect to get hit like that. So I get the immediate, okay, whoa, shock. But I don't think it didn't appear to be something she needed help off the court for, which was
thought it was
what
ridiculous.
happened.
Yeah, I thought it was ridiculous. It was totally harmless. Let's just make that clear. Like nobody was out to get her. Is this some girl that was running onto the
She was happy.
Full speed, late
standing.
to the party. Oh, she's like, I'm going.
And it wasn't a horrible.
I'm going. I'm doing it.
You know what? I ain't doing
She
it.
runs right into the best basketball player to maybe ever play women's sports.
It kind of clipped her though. It wasn't a full on. I was kind of surprised that Caitlin said she lost. She got the wind knocked out of her. What? Okay,
That's what she says.
Anyway, overcooked.
You're right though. She's like, I'm not sure I'm going to go out there. Yeah, I'm going to go.
I'm going to go.
It's like,
just go. Her mom's probably on her. Get out there. Get out there.
She was full on
And
sprinting.
now she's the villain.
It was funny to watch.
It was. Someplace there was somebody watching her. There goes Connie. Oh, no.
Connie,
She ran over an Iowa player. Who was it? Caitlin Clark.
But I don't really. I'm not. really,
Connie. Oh, Connie.
Come on.
Oh, my God. Why, God, why? Connie.
Of all the people.
I wonder if Connie even knows today what happened. She might not.
Probably has no idea who Caitlin Clark is.
Yeah, she
Probably
probably
has
doesn't even
no
know
idea.
what. Oh, I ran into an Iowa player.
Yeah.
I don't recall.
I mean, the collision was so. It wasn't so great. She might have even not thought about it.
What if she sues Caitlin Clark? Connie does.
Caitlin.
For hitting me.
Am I being accused of being insensitive?
You ran into me. She could say,
Are we,
Connie,
are
you
we
ran
being
into me,
in-
Caitlin.
Are we being insensitive?
No, I think it's a pretty funny situation.
Yeah,
honestly.
Go, Connie.
If Caitlin was severely injured, I could see maybe
Oh,
that.
of course, yeah.
Maybe different stories, but
Of
she's
course,
fine.
she's
I didn't
fine.
see- How's Connie
I
doing
didn't
this
see
morning?
Connie's parents going, look at her go. Oh. She
Connie
just
probably
ran into
doesn't-
somebody.
Connie probably doesn't even know that it was an issue.
I tell you what,
Is her name Connie?
If we could,
No, we're making
no
up Connie.
idea. If we could get one person on the air today, it'd be great to talk to Connie. That'd be great.
Can we
So
talk?
walk us through. Well, I
Just ran into
I wasn't gonna go. My parents talked me into it. Kind of shoved me out there.
Come on,
She
Connie.
did go on it. It was.
Live a little bit, Connie.
She was really sprinting,
She was.
Oh, she was humming.
Just watch the video. She was humming.
She was humming out there.
but it wasn't a full-on collision. I'm
No.
still saying they.
She went down harder, I think, than Caitlin
Yeah, and
did.
she just got up.
Got up. Yeah.
Party had
Kind
to
of
keep
looked
going.
around a little bit. What if she did? I just went like after. I was like, what'd you do, Connie? Went to Applebee's. And we all watched.
What else?
We all watched the video 100 times on replay.
I still stand by that she ran into me. I didn't run into her.
The court storming. I wouldn't call it a court storming. It went bad. It was just one isolated little incident.
I agree.
Oh wow, good. We're on the same page.
Yeah,
I thought you guys were going to say no more court storming.
Oh no!
No,
Oh
come
no!
on.
No!
This is the man list for FSPs
I
over
live-
here.
yeah. I walked through how to do it.
Thank
Yes,
God.
yes.
He's giving us, how to do the FSP or the court storming.
Right, yes.
And I don't think Connie was in violation of anything. I mean, she just was whipping out there. She was happy.
We have a lot of people that are texting on this, and they actually agree with us.
Wow.
They're saying that it was a flop by Caitlin Clark. She's
Flop.
a trained flopper in terms of on the court.
I thought it was a bit of a flop. I did. Flop came to mind when I
the
saw
game's
it.
over. You have to worry about it.
Because
There's
I
no
saw
foul
your
here.
text. I saw your text, Bill, and I thought, okay, I better watch this. And I was just like, oh God, really? This is what the big stir's about.
The hubbub.
Flopped.
How about this one? This is from someone in Iowa. Says Coach Bluter, who I think the coach of Iowa,
Lisa Bluter,
was also very upset the students were saying bad words to her.
Oh,
Welcome
good
to sports.
God. Put a helmet
Welcome to
on.
sports, Bluter.
What if Bluter would have got hit by Connie too? Just
She's a little
pinged off
older.
of Caitlin. Pinged off of ran into Bluter.
She's a little older. That would have been rougher.
Texture.
Yeah. I saw the Iowa press conference, and I guess that's what I'm reacting to. They were so serious about it.
I didn't see the
I don't
press
even know if I
conference.
would have addressed it if I was the coach. Yeah, somebody ran into Caitlin. She's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Texture. People, a lot of good text coming in. Someone says Clark's toughness and court vision being very questioned right now.
Oh God, toughness for sure.
Court vision, come on. Where's your court
She was
vision?
so
Caitlin?
serious about it in the post game. I'm like, oh my God, you got clipped by a girl. I mean, come on, it wasn't
Connie.
Come
Connie
on.
got you.
God,
Pinged off.
I'm sure somebody's gonna say, well, you got to be more sensitive, Sipple. But no, no, I'm not gonna.
Texture says, "Put a helmet on" is my new favorite saying from you.
Put a helmet
Put
on.
a
Damn,
helmet on.
life's tough. Put a helmet on. Damn.
We should all wear biking helmets in here.
You should.
I should.
So tough walk across the street.
Great.
Brian says, "I agree with Sip. When I watched it, 100% flop. Media darling." That's from
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah, the overreaction was stunning to me.
Yes.
Connie. OG wants Connie to get a framed picture of the moment up in her office or in her cubicle, whatever she had, her dorm.
I'm sure Connie was like, "What? What's everybody making a big deal about?" Oh, that was Caitlin Clark.
My part that I love
Your
the
point?
most. The part I love the most is Connie's burst. Is that she was running. I mean, she
Late to
was
the
coming.
party.
Her
Like,
hair
she
was
was like
flying.
late to the party.
Yeah.
She was late to the
Her
party.
coat was flying.
The coat was flying. She's like, I'm getting in on this one.
Boom. Hit Caitlin.
Imagine you're running.
Just kept going.
And within 1 second, you're on
Back up.
ESPN. 1 second later, you're on ESPN.
Jake and Hickman says, "Love seeing Connie fight through the contact of that one."
She did.
She was unfazed.
Unfazed.
Completely unfazed.
Clear charge.
Oh,
Joel in Wisconsin. Clear
Pinged off and
charge.
hit the head coach.
Lisa Bluter.
Took her out the pins.
So- Yeah.
Ooh. Someone says if Connie was a receiver, that's a hit on a defenseless player and 15 yards.
15
good
yards.
God.
That's defenseless
Penalty on Clark
Yes,
there.
Yes.
You're not even throwing a flag on that.
So thank you for all the text on the Caitlin Clark situation in Iowa.
The
She is
situation.
fine. We hope Connie is fine as well.
Everyone's fine.
If
Connie's
that's her
fine.
name, which it probably is not.
Court stormings continue.
We have people that it was Ohio State, correct?
Yep.
Making sure of that. Well, I was just making double sure to confirm. We have listeners in Ohio. Can we get a hold of Connie? How do we find her?
I wonder if she's being interviewed today
Yes, I
Can we-
wonder if she
by
is.
anybody.
We confirm what her name is. We call her Connie.
We call her
She's
Connie.
Connie to us.
Yes.
She's our Connie.
Yes.
We have no idea what her name is, but
Good
she's
name.
Connie.
From now on, if someone gets trucked,
Connie.
they got Connie.
They got Connie. You got Most and you got Connie.
If anybody gets hit on a court storming, they got Connie.
One of the stormings that was interesting back in the day, Jake, you might remember this, Bill. I don't know where you were when Kellen Houston for Nebraska, the defensive back, threw a right hand that was amazing. He decked a Missouri fan.
Missouri, that's what it was.
And they
Missouri.
played it over and over the next day on CNN. And every time I saw it, I was like, Kellen Houston is not to be messed with.
Yeah,
He threw a chopping right hand and dropped this Missouri fan.
Yep.
It was, Bill, you got to see it.
It was a good
Google it.
punch.
Yeah. Oh, God. Kellen Houston. Hello. I mean, he dropped a guy.
That wasn't his first punch, I don't think.
No.
Let's go
He
for
looked
that.
like a boxer.
Yeah, he looked pretty good.
Some Missouri fan was running towards him, and he put him and it was played
Enough
on
of that.
CNN all day long. It's pretty impressive. I mean, I don't think I'm going to get canceled for saying that.
No, it was good. It was a good punch.
Yeah, I mean, it was a Missouri fan that was running wildly onto the field like this happened, I guess. What if Caitlin would have thrown a right hand?
Connie gets dropped. Her phone goes flying.
We'd be having a whole show about it.
Her phone goes
Caitlin
flying.
Clark dropped a woman. What a chopping right hand by Caitlin Clark. That would have been fun.
That'd been fun to cover.
Spiced up the winner a little bit.
That's good. So thank you for all the text of that on the Caitlin
Jake, what
Clark.
game was that? Was it in 2002? I think it was 2000.
Was it Callahan or was it Solich?
No, it wasn't. It was before we got here.
Yeah, it was Solich.
Okay, so it must have been 02 then.
Yeah, it was 02
The year
or
that
03.
Nebraska
It could have been 03.
Well, Nebraska was 7-7 in 02, so it probably was that year. They were
Well,
losing
they
a bunch of
played
games.
Missouri. Yeah, they played Missouri. I don't know. I don't know what the circumstances were, but I know it was Kellen Houston.
Okay,
he was a pretty good defensive back.
So, all right, there you go. Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-568. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. Bill was letting people do the game show for him by the end of the week. Chris Raff had to do the game show.
I brought Raff in. That was his lifeline. I think we won, didn't we?
Yeah,
What
we did.
were you doing? Why were you doing that?
Because the show is not that's not my expertise area.
He wasn't.
It was fun to have Raff in.
He did.
Raff
He wasn't doing.
Raff did a great job.
You won a game on what?
Raff got here early. Raff was here like at 7:15 because the weather was treacherous.
Yep,
it was. It was the cold was so bad you had to get going early. So Raff was in here, so we brought him in. Raff did an incredible job.
Thank you, Raff.
Former quarterback.
That's right.
For the Arena Bowl.
That's right, and a coach
for the Arena Bowl.
Today's topic in trivia is college basketball head coaches. I will tell you
current.
Yeah, I'll tell you the conference and the guy's name.
I know, like 4.
Listen, you're not giving me the name. You give me the school.
If it's not Bill Self, I don't know if I get it.
I'll tell you the coach's
Bobby
name. Coach's name
All
of
right.
the conference. You tell me the school. It should be pretty simple.
Okay.
I'll give you the conference for crying out loud.
Okay.
And
the name of the coach. You give me the school.
Oh God,
simple.
How about his initials?
No. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the Takedown Sip and Trivia is fresh off a week off. Hasn't thought about trivia
He
for
should
a
be
full
fresh.
week. We'll see if
You should be so fresh.
fresh.
Okay. We got Garrett. Garrett, how do you feel about college basketball head coaches today, Garrett?
I feel average, but now I forgot that Sipple is back, so this might be tough.
Okay,
Yeah, it is. It's going to be tough. Garrett, I don't know anybody, so you're home free on the lifeline.
Come on, you know somebody.
Well,
Okay.
let's see how it goes. Bill is a lifeline for one question. As always, Garrett, first question goes to you. What ACC team is Brad Brownell the head coach of?
Nice.
I know that.
I don't.
Bill, you don't know this one?
I do, so it's pressure's on you. And I mean it. When I know it, I mean a 100.
Yeah. 100.
All right, I'll give it a lifeline.
But you don't get a lifeline. The lifeline's for Bill. The lifeline is
We're not
for
laughing with you. We're laughing at you, Garrett. I'll take the lifeline.
Ace, you get the conference. And
It's
the
all
name.
you.
What's the school? 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We'll go Clemson.
Got it. Brilliant.
That's
Good
incredible.
God.
He took a shot in the dark.
Oh
and got
man,
it right.
he was Googling so fast on his phone.
I don't think so.
I know he was. I know he was.
Garrett,
Nice job, Garrett.
Good job.
All right.
Nice job.
That hurts because we're not going to know many.
Yeah,
of
no.
them.
You would have had that one.
Yeah.
That would have been a
100.
steal. Would have been incredible.
Yeah.
All right, Sip. First question now 1-0. What Big 12 team is Mike Boynton the head coach of?
Oklahoma State.
Brilliant. That is correct.
This is
Oklahoma
incredible.
State.
You know what we're seeing right now? We're seeing a journalist. We are seeing a journalist at work.
I don't know why I knew that one. But I
Back
did.
to you, Garrett, for the lead. Last question. What Mountain West team is Nico Medved the head coach of?
I know that one. I got that one.
This is incredible.
Got it. 100%.
100.
You got to get this and don't be Google.
No Google.
You want a lifeline, Garrett?
I remember the Mountain West team.
5, 4, 3,
Mountain West.
2.
I don't even know if they're
What?
Mountain West. I'll go Boise State.
Boise State is Mountain West, but that's not correct.
It's a great guess.
I just know it because I listened to the game against Creighton. I don't know why I was driving around Thanksgiving, various stops, and they were playing Creighton. It was Colorado State. They must be pretty good.
They are. They're very
ranked team.
good.
Ranked team this year.
Very good.
All right, this is for the win, and Bill's in play if you need him. Be up 2-1. Looking good, Sip. What Pac-12 team is Wayne Tinkle the head coach of?
Oregon State.
The Tinkler.
The Tinkler. That's a new one there. Garrett will get you back on the context with calling in and calling down the road.
They don't call him that.
There he goes. Garrett is gone.
Yeah,
That's a
easier.
victory.
Yeah,
That's a
easier
victory.
than I
Good job.
thought.
I didn't know any of them. I didn't know one of them. I wouldn't have gotten one.
Well, this is where you may have a chance, Bill.
Okay.
Tiebreaker.
This is
You've
Bill.
already won the game, so this is
Put
just,
a number out.
gravy here. There are 362 Division I basketball schools.
Correct.
How many schools have head coaches who are still there and have been there prior to the year 2000?
Give me the number again. 362.
Yep.
Years 2000.
Oh, it's they've been here at least by there before then.
As the head coach.
Yeah, and they're still there.
74.
Okay, I think you got confused in the.
Yeah, way lower now.
What would you guess?
Way
What would you
lower.
guess, Sim?
I mean, the coaches have been there for 25 years.
Yeah,
They've been there for 25 years.
That'd be like 26.
Oh, I got to go lower, way lower.
What's your
I mean,
number?
I'm going down to like 4.
It's 5.
Yeah.
76 coaches in 26 years of experience.
Guys
25 years.
Guys are working at it. Guys are working a little harder.
You got to tighten up.
That was great.
You tighten up tomorrow.
Tighten up.
Yeah.
The longest is a guy at Oakland, been there since 1984. Greg Campus's name.
Really? 84.
Hey,
84 has been the head coach.
Hey, I got a text message from probably one of the all-time great. He was a Husker assistant coach, Paul Harris. Paul says that he has heard that Connie's in concussion protocol.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, whatever.
Connie is?
Connie's in
Come on.
concussion
You gotta
protocol.
take care of Connie here.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yes.
Take her out of protocol.
She's okay.
Put a helmet on.
Put a
Get her to
helmet on.
class.
Yes.
The spillover's next on early break on the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we'd like to say thank you for a record-setting 2023. So let's start off 2024 with the bang. They've got huge trade-in bonuses and finance bonusing happening right now on our new inventory at Koppel. Get up to $8,500 off select new models at Koppel. So if you're shopping for a new GM product, go to our website at koppelcars.com. You won't believe the discounts. Make that short money-saving drive down 144th Street. You'll be glad you did. Must have trade and finance with roof credit. Stock number G207684.
It's pro time, Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, are about to hit the court. Mark your calendars for January 24th at 7 p.m. when we host the first ever Pro Volleyball Federation match against the Atlanta Vibe at the CHI Health Center. Witness world-class talent, including national champions and Olympians. Don't wait. Secure your single match tickets today at supernovas.com and become a part of history.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your link to forecast for today, expecting cloudy skies with patchy fog developing later. We'll see a high of around 35. Tonight, a chance of wintry mixed fog and freezing fog expected too. We'll see a low around 30. And tomorrow, more cloud cover with calm winds. We'll see a high of around 35. Meteorologist Kyle Clinton for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round. And their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and digital insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197.
Houses? They're expensive. And once you buy one, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. You need to make sure you get your best house for the best price. You need Ben Bleicher and his team of pros at Professional Realty Group. They'll take the time to figure out what's important for you in your dream home, and they have the expertise to find the hidden issues that could surprise you after the sale. That's professional knowledge, proactive service. We call that potential. Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Service Ambassador. Find more online at prg-ne.com.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
A lot of work goes into making Nebraska, Nebraska. Keeping it green. Helping it thrive. Making it fun. Everything that goes into caring for our outdoors, from waters to wildlife, plays a big role in making Nebraska home. Learn how we help conserve our state's natural resources at outdoornebraska.org.
Paid for by Nebraska Game and Parks. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
This
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
is Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover. Chris Raff with us. Raff, good to see you.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, you worked this weekend. You watched some football, get some football watching?
Yep, got some football in, got the Lincoln Women's Expo completed.
Nice.
Whoa, what's that all about? What was that?
Out at the Sand Hills, what do they call it? The Sand Hills Global Event Center now? I always call it the Sand Hills Global Arena, but oh well.
It's not an arena, it's an event center.
I know, it's an event center.
So you had that all weekend?
Yep, Saturday and Sunday.
So you were working?
Working, man.
Watching games on your phone?
No, you do not watch games on your phone while you're working, Sip.
You don't?
No. That would go against all rules of
Would it?
lottery engagement.
Is that right?
You don't watch
You
games
do
on
not
your phone.
watch games on your phone.
Wink, wink.
My bad.
Intense.
My bad, Raph.
Jeez.
Well,
we don't do that in
Get in
America.
trouble now.
I have a feeling that, me and Raff don't like the Chiefs. Understand? Actually,
do
all
I.
three of us despise the Chiefs. Now, you're a Raiders fan, and he's a Broncos fan. That's divisional rivals. So
Yeah.
I was torn because I hate the Bills because they're at AFC East, but I also hate the Chiefs. This is now 6 straight AFC title games for the Chiefs. I could not win last night in that game. There's no scenario where I come away happy.
Well, I will say this about last night's game.
None.
The right team won last night. And I can watch football from a slanted perspective, but I can also watch it from a right down the middle, and the right team did win last night.
Why do you say that, Raph?
I think the Bills, Stephon Diggs, he dropped that long pass. They had a chance there.
How'd he drop that?
That was in the air for 63 yards, by the way.
Yeah, that was a cannon shot.
I counted it where he threw it from to where it landed. 63 yards in the air.
That's not easy to do.
63 yards.
Yeah, and it was on the money. And then I know Josh Allen, he led his team last night and he played a great game, but after the 2-minute warning, he missed 2 passes. He missed 2 check down, 2nd and 9, 3rd and 9. He missed 2 checkdowns. I know that the kickers took a lot of grief for missing that, but do you really think if they make the field goal with the minute 54 remaining, that Patrick Mahomes isn't going to drive the length of the field and get at least a field? I mean,
I got the feeling watching it that the crowd kind of understood that.
yeah, I was like, they've got to score a touchdown here.
Yeah.
They have to. When they kicked the field goal, I was like, oh, it's over. And then when he missed it, it really was over. But
Say what you want about the Chiefs and not being impressive offensively this year, but again, Patrick Mahomes in the postseason and Andy Reid in the postseason is a different animal. And Travis Kelce, again, 2 touchdowns yesterday. Yeah, they weren't impressive in the regular season, but man, they just flip a switch and it's just like boom. That's why when people text me saying, "Oh, Jake, the Dolphins can beat the Chiefs," no, they can't. No, they won't. I don't care if that game was played in 70-degree weather. The Dolphins would not beat the Chiefs. That one team expects to win, one team hopes to win.
Yep.
And that's what the Chiefs are in the postseason. They expect to win.
That's interesting you say that.
And one thing about the Chiefs winning last night that I'm very excited for. One more week at Jason Kelce, baby.
What?
Captivated
Jason Kelce,
Travis's brother, the nation last
shirtless,
night.
in the booth with Taylor Swift and Brittany Mahomes.
They like the attention, those Kelce's, don't they?
They do.
Well, he like yesterday, like Jason Kelce, I'll give him this. He went in, he was rooting for the Chiefs. But it didn't keep him from before the game. He went down and partied with the Bills Mafia. He went down, they had him at a tailgate doing some sort of shot or whatever. And he went out. And then even when he jumped out, and that's a 300-pound guy jumping out of the box.
It's pretty impressive.
He jumped back into the box, put his hands in.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. And just the fun that he has, like he wanted the Chiefs to win, don't get me wrong, but he was having fun with the crowd and he was, engaging. He took a picture. I just saw it this morning. He took a picture with a little girl with Taylor Swift sign and carried her up to the booth and held the sign up to Taylor so she could see it.
That's
I
nice.
mean, it's cool
sweet.
just to watch him. So, I mean, that kind of took away from, because I get kind of tired of the Taylor and Brittany saga. I'm ready for that one to break up. And that will tear the Chiefs apart eventually. But for now, I'm going to enjoy Jason Kelce.
Hey, don't forget, Raph, the Broncos did beat the Chiefs this year. You ended that ugly streak. So, you might have beat the Super Bowl
Raiders.
champions.
The Raiders beat the Chiefs.
They did. They did on Christmas Day.
On a glorious Christmas
in
day.
Kansas City. On the road. In KC.
The Chiefs have come on. They've come on.
Yeah, they always do it at the proper time. They do.
And congratulations to the Raiders, not raidering for once, and actually
they hired Antonio Pierce,
doing what they should have done.
So what's going to happen to Jim Harbaugh? Chargers? Is it looking like it?
The Falcons are still in play for him.
Yep, that's right.
And Bill Belichick, for some reason, this is funny. We discussed last week. Imagine having to interview Belichick twice. Belichick is interviewed with the Falcons 2 times. Why would you ever have to talk to him twice? This is the greatest coach that exists.
Yeah.
He needs 2 interviews,
That's
really?
interesting.
Don't you really know after your first one or even before you interview him if he's the guy?
And then you wonder how he's doing the interview. Like, is he doing it like a press conference? Well, we're on to next week.
Or is he very engaging?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see which Bill Belichick they
Tell
got.
us something about yourself, Bill.
Well,
but see, there's two different there's 2 Bill Belichicks, because there's Bill Belichick that we're on to next week. But then when he was dating Linda Holiday, super engaging, super personable.
Happy.
Yeah. So, I mean, it depends which one you're getting.
They're over, right?
Yeah, they broke up.
Yeah, they broke up.
Poor Bill.
He's all right.
He's doing fine.
He just still wants to coach, which is interesting to me.
Yeah. I was talking to Farley, and he's like, why would the Falcons want to hire Belichick? He doesn't fit in that city. He doesn't fit with them. He doesn't fit with that vibe of the city. Doesn't fit. Does not fit. He wants, Jim Harbaugh. That makes a little bit more sense. A little bit.
Yeah, not a lot, though. What vibe are we talking about?
I don't know. Just he says doesn't connect with the city.
Huh.
Belichick.
Huh. I wonder what.
He says they don't want an old guy. They don't want somebody that's got some young, some energy.
Okay.
In Atlanta.
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
We'll see how that goes. Again, your matchups for the title games. You got Chiefs at the Ravens, 2 p.m. on Sunday. The Ravens are 3.5-point favorites, and then the Lions at the Niners at 5:30 on Fox. 6.5-point favorites are the Niners for that game. Detroit should have every reason to believe they can win that game. The Packers were the 7th seed, and they nearly won the football game on the road. Okay, the Lions are a better team than the Packers are. They are. Now they split the season. They split the series this year.
Okay.
Packers and Lions did, but Detroit is a better football team than Green Bay is right now.
Okay.
And then you're going to have to check on Debo and see if he's going to be available on Sunday, because the 49ers offense is clearly different when Debo Samuel's not in there.
Yep.
So we will see.
That'll be a great Sunday.
Good football ahead for the NFL as we get to the NFC and AFC championship weekend. That is it for us. The Drive with Raph and AD is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I am Jake Sorensen. See you.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking